getting gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys, get in gear, car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smart banking.
Jingle your keys and gear with a car from ACB. Drive away the loan you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
Everyone, and welcome to the ACB Parish League Network. I am Colin Francis here, sitting in for, well, on Sports with Mandela, without Mandela, who's taking a little break. Of course, I'm here with the esteemed producer, co-host, everything, Taddy. Morning, Taddy, and Happy New Year to you.
Morning, thank you. Happy New Year to you and the viewers, man, and listening audience. Man, I like the introduction to Taddy, the everything. But, you know, I mean, hey, the show goes out without our good friend Earl.
Earl, yes.
Took a 3-week break, you know, but I said to him, the show has to go on.
Yes,
Suppose we take a break.
Sports and life continues.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So we have to keep it going. And hope we're doing a good job. You know, but he makes him kind of happy and proud, what do I say?
Yes, indeed, indeed. Well, I'm honored that you asked me to fill in here for the great Earl. And Earl, good morning to you, wherever you may be. I hope you're listening. You'll see this later if you're not here with us right now live. Hope everything is okay with you. Study, we have some guests here with us today. Who are these guys here?
Frank, boy, unfortunately, I would say a very good guy, player and coach, South Dublin, John South Dublin. But a no good coach named my body board. No good coach, you know what I mean? I'll claim, look, he has some claim to cricket fame.
Yes?
I never hear anybody say open battle on the 15. Kind of nonsense.
Okay, well.
I don't want to believe that. I don't see the history saying that, no records. So, we can come and dispute it, but I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
But the fact remains, I never hear anybody talk about board in the cricket, you know what I mean? He's good, he seems to be a good goalkeeper.
Okay.
But I can't testify to that. Same thing about I've never seen him.
So he's making his name in football now?
Well, he played for Antigua, coach, goalkeeper Antigua, so now.
Oh, okay.
When university and did with matter of fact, my friend, I don't know, the people in the stupid. They might put in the Hall of Fame and say university, you know. There's something wrong with the people, there's something wrong with them.
Well,
tell me something, you pay them off?
Oh, well, for my benefit and of yours benefit, I mean, you introduced him as board. Oh, what's your
Oh, my
official name, sir?
official government name is Janil Simon.
Janil Simon, okay. And that, of course, is a name that we've heard of in football quite a lot.
And he has a famous brother, you know.
Yeah.
A real famous brother, not like him.
Uh-huh.
Tell the brother name, Peter Byers.
Peter Byers,
The
okay.
one there, real man, not this jokey one.
Well, I would just tell Board that never mind Taddy's outburst there, but when you get good from Taddy, right, it means you're excellent. So when he tell you no good, he just call all kind of people no good and so on. So don't feel no way.
It's all right, I'm a good friend.
Okay.
You know, a friend for a long
For a long time? Okay, great.
I'm a cousin there.
Okay.
But I have to say good morning to you, the viewers, the listeners, people here, and God. Happy New Year. And I'm very much happy to be here.
Yeah. Oh, pleasure to have you here. And Mr. Sauer.
Yeah, good morning to you, to Taddy, who's not here, and the viewing and listening public. Happy New Year to everyone. And but this is my second time here. I've been here before. I don't understand how when I came in, Taddy said you don't know, but as I realized he likes to joke about things, so I'm going to take that as, he don't know me as one of his jokes. And he said, you know, he just said that he don't know nothing about cricket, Board don't know about cricket. He said he was a quote-unquote cricketer. But I've been hearing these cricket stories for years and I was believing Board. You know, I never seen play the cricket. I'm not really so much of a cricket person. If I know somebody from within the community that plays cricket, I'll go and watch cricket. But outside of that, I don't really follow cricket. He always say, no, he played this. He missed the big trip to the US in 1994. And he had the World Cup in the US. And he was taking a bunch of, he was under 16 or 17, and he went to play cricket for Antigua, and he didn't get selected when he get back, and you know that happened to me, never seen the World Cup, so I feel the fame in that instant, but you know what it is. It's a pleasure to be here.
That sounds like a major blow there. Big disappointment.
But Frank, I've been hearing about George South Dublin for years on the radio, but I never seen him play. Like I tell you, I never see the terrible playing so.
You never see those guys play
No.
Taddy?
Taddy,
you know what football and
Frankie, hold on there. I think you forget, you know. The old days, right? Football seems to start like August, September.
Yes.
And I would told the cricket team in August, September in America, wherever.
Okay.
When they come back, we start the factory until next September again.
Okay.
August, and then time for them guys now.
Okay.
So that's my, when I said, my misfortune.
But at least you say listen on the radio.
Yeah.
That's it. For some of us, that's enough.
Well, let me tell you something. Frank. Again. Segue and that. I would go in home cricket practice sometimes, you know. And my mother and the gallery, they see this other team, the Premier League, Sam Smith.
And them.
And I go, we watch this and get all in for the sports. Say what? Say, boy, let's see the guys playing. Boy, they only good in the first half, the second half, then a good time. So I asked you what happened. They win the first half, they lose in the second half. That's how she over the game, but she finds her teams. But she's not a sports person.
Yeah.
But she listen to the radio, and hear see them play. You know what I mean? And say, so no, something wrong. But that's what my mother. I mean, past in the house, guy leaving cricket field going on, something the 6 game going on.
So how you know if somebody good or not on a football field?
Well, look, I'm going to explain something to you, right? Can I explain something to you?
Sure.
My father was maybe the first football coach in that league. He's a coach of team near Arsenal and Jets. Then he was my father. So, yeah.
Your father used to coach?
He's a playing coach.
I never knew that.
See? And as a matter of fact, he was the first man to bring teams here from Guadeloupe and Martinique and so, the Jets and Arsenal and Jets. So I'll tell you what, everybody thought I was going to be a footballer.
Why didn't you?
Well, I tell you what, growing up in Seaton's, right? My grandmother, I didn't think she liked football. And I was a spoiled child. And when I was small, she would take me to the hospital, famous Edward Ward. And she'd take me to Edward Ward, show me how to get the foot broken up in the hand. And she'd tell me, take it there for 2 or 3 months, so just play the football. But here my last bad luck story. I played a Gamma Schools junior match against Acme. Acme was a big goal for the junior Bedman. He's a big tall guy, about 6'6". Shot the ball half with a pass half with a short hand, half the pass over. So I scored 2 goals against them. And I said, well, I'm going to get playing the big team now. And guess what happened? The next match against Empire. I mean, some buddies when Empire in the class, you know. And all here town every day they come, well, boy, Pampalula get 1. Mars didn't get 1. Bossy get a buck, but they were talking about So,
Not goal, Buckwood.
Buckford. So when I go up, say, my name, Tom, you don't want to play. Then they think about me again.
So you got scared in class.
You may-
Yeah.
Some guy fighting off in class. You know, in the field, they get fighting off.
Boy, I tell you, whatever grandma don't want me playing, I hear them talk Buckford, you know. So me, come here with that.
That was love. Your grandmother had that. It's not that she didn't like football, I would say, it's that fear. And she grandson being, you know, really football from the swing.
You know?
I don't think she didn't like football. She just didn't want. I bet she never kind of body herself all the time. She showed her the rough.
Maybe not.
Yeah, so that means it's just you
But-
should pay for. She didn't really pay for the
But-
team. She said just pay for you.
Let me get a last joke about it in the front gate. So see me small, about 7, 8, and 9. Me think me good in cricket, you know. So I play my uncle and my cousins, some big guys, you know. Play the ball called compo ball. And boy, the uncle ball the ball, knock man here, jump and gum, flat me out. Cry bad, my uncle come over and start bay me, man. Bay. So me feel bad, must mean I'm going to grab them and complain. About 10 seconds away, the one on the road. So he said, what happened to you? Who do something now? I say, well, I look over the Uncle Shoal and Bossy and them, and the ball knocked me and they started to bay me. So when we said she can cuss them off now. So here she said to me, you play ball, take rubbers. So that's the end of the crime business. So you play, you take him now.
Take away again.
So after that, I had to fear again. Come on, now we can't complain.
That's probably the reason why not, because there's no buck with your lot.
You know what I mean? So you smart guy, you know, with that.
Yeah, she preferred to, she maybe she figured she go cost them out, they would stop playing cricket and maybe want to play something else, but she didn't want them to play. So she just.
You're too smart now.
I'm not smart, I'm just trying to read between the lines. Yeah.
I see.
And get into that, you know.
Yeah, Frank, so both they have some kind of coaching, some detail you have coming up.
No,
So you
it's,
call me.
we have we call it what kind of drink and talk. But we don't want to talk drink, but we don't want to promote drinking.
Wait, let me just backtrack a bit. You both are coaches, official coaches,
is it-
working
is it
together
coach
or
and coach
different
man?
teams?
Frank is a goalkeeper coach,
We
Frank
all,
is a team.
we all coach different teams,
Uh-huh.
but we find time to socialize and just banter within our own self. We gather every so often by place.
Okay, so you are with what team are you with now?
I'm just with the national team.
With the national. Oh, okay. So you're the
Okay.
national team
Yes.
goalkeeping coach.
Yes.
I must
National teams.
Teams,
I must Frank guy.
senior to youth,
That's
right
it.
down.
Frank
Okay,
guy, no, don't win the winning the matches.
including the women.
No.
Oh, okay, that's
Frank
a
guy,
different thing. Uh-huh.
no, don't anti-big team can win the matches. But
Well-
I will tell you something, you got me one thing to watch football now. You got me one time. But,
And were you impressed the one time?
but guess what? It's on the beach.
Oh,
Beach football, no, my
I think he
pensioners.
was impressed.
I never really saw how beach football team because most of the time I was away from football.
Yeah, you got me no pensioners who want them on Sunday playing beach football and all that.
Okay,
But I thought they did goodish, but they stopped playing, look like.
okay. So
So it's a unique bunch of guys. You have people guys, you have George Shaw Dublin, you have Atlan, you know,
Parkland,
we have Bobbler, Jason Gerby, we have a cyclist, Randy Bobby,
And Bobby.
and we have Rocky Thomas and Zico.
Not the name is
Zico,
Zico, the guy, referee guy.
Blur,
No, Blur.
Blur.
Coach guy. Yeah,
So you are also with the national. You're coaching your
I coach Green Bay Hoppers.
Green Bay Hoppers.
So wait.
Wait.
Hold on,
I
you
didn't
don't
say
want to
so.
take the second division, now what they call it.
Yeah,
something.
I do want to tell you first.
You took them down.
I took them up too. I took them up for 25 years.
Oh, shit.
25 years you stayed in the Premier League for.
Yeah.
You know, it's unfortunate that we had to bow out last season under my guidance. But I guess, you know, it's just the jolly game.
But I heard a sports show host joking that you goalkeeping. You still playing? You still playing?
No, I don't play anymore. Demon was the goal.
Demon. He said, oh.
We had a little mishaps, you know, we couldn't really get a goalkeeper in. Most of the goalkeepers were already registered with somebody, and when the season started, the chance to win the was closed, so we had to wait for the chance to win the open, and so You know, me and Damon go way back. So I asked him. And
Once it's something, right? I think he made an error. If you had a great goalkeeper coach, you could get a young boy coaching, man.
yeah, well, I could get a young boy coaching, you know, but I see these goalkeeper coaches when they get caught up in the national team, they have time to sleep. you know, and they stress the coach in the national team and dealing with certain little ins and outs of it is kind of a little difficult. So I just, you know, I have decent goalkeeper and I know a bit of thing, you know, not really, I can't say I know as much as he does, but, you know, I've been around some goalkeepers, so I try my best to help out my goalkeepers doing the best I can. The Damon filling for me for about 3-4 games. I won 3 of the 4, I think,
That's good.
last one. And then one of the goalkeepers that we had on Wednesday came back, so we're doing hard. You know, the last 2 games are 95 so far. So.
Let me just put in here, I want to see both Hoppers and Empire back up in Premier League.
Well, I could say for you, I would like to see them back in the Premier League. The Empire Party.
Empire part?
The Empire Party and you own with that.
Frank, I expected that answer.
Yeah.
I expected that answer, Frank.
The Empire Party is an where what I'm telling you is already there. He is an with that.
Frank, that's a serious rivalry, though.
I know.
That's a play rivalry.
I know how that
We
goes.
should be coming up against each other. It's so serious that we're supposed to, you know, first division that is a home and away situation.
Yeah, that's good.
So down where we train, is not big enough to host games.
I know it is. I know the field.
We all feel it's a really small pitch thing. So we usually play when we in first and second division play King George, the Empire's home field. So we looking, everybody looking forward to that derby when we get the schedule is playing up at the technical center because they say
That when I play the King George?
No, they say it might be too hostile. don't
Too
they?
hostile, don't
hostile.
you?
For the referees, not for the players. No. You know, the referee might make a bad call going whichever direction it might turn. So I could understand from that scenario, but still, that's just the nature of the game, innit? Fans that are passionate about certain things, and I think it should have been being played down there. But
So that's why they play the Param Empire up at the technical center?
So right now, they say the referees and them are complaining about the safety. So
Oh, okay.
it's not so much of the teams and them itself, it's
Okay.
the referees and them, you know, the fans and them, you know how we fans are. Especially when they're passionate. Places like Param, Grace Farm.
The fan passionate too.
I mean, Param in the Premier League for a while.
Yeah,
Papa's in the Premier League long.
longest.
Happers is 25 and Happers was second. And Param was in there before us. So
Okay.
you can tell the, you know,
Okay.
it's very difficult to leave from first division. From Premier League to
I go 5 Ireland.
the 5 minutes didn't go in and coming all the time. Our game in 5 minutes is also when we play the 10.
What on the King Charge?
One to 5 Ireland.
I want to 5 Ireland.
But
I tell you what, I went to watch, somebody invited me to watch a football game, 5 Ireland against Empire, I think it was. No, 5 Ireland. No, it's a team on countryside. What, people don't, they can't done.
yeah,
Yes,
the
yes,
first
yes.
division is-
I could have been, so I went and said, let me go and see the stop. People play that 5 Ireland watch. It's the first division game, like, you know.
Right.
I said, what are the crowd companies like a jokey game?
I think you have 5 teams now in the first division.
That was in the Premier League.
That way in
The
Premier.
champions also in Premier League. That's
Yeah,
former
but
champions.
this is what I just don't understand. And I've been around football for a while, maybe since 1989, 88. So I started playing football at a competitive level.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's been some time. And I go to the technical center and everybody complain, oh, we don't go to the technical center because if rain come down,
That
there's
is true.
no rotation.
That is true.
Go down King George happens in Empire play. Go down King George
Same
happens.
thing.
That is it.
And there's no
True,
way to go
true,
against
true,
that.
true,
And
true,
That's what
true.
I'm saying. And so I'm saying is like, if we could go and watch and some of the teams leave from first division and go in the Premier League, and people still not going up there to watch because of that same narrative where they say it will be raining. So I'm saying anyway is in this country except ARG
Yeah, yeah.
and the stadium.
Stadium, yeah,
That's
true,
necessary.
true.
It's going to be watched in rain for any sport. If you go YMCA to watch basketball, if you go JC, well, I think they see the better thing at the end. They tap the water from coming out. But we don't have no influence. Sporting facilities. They guarantee you won't get wet or water blast. So support your team.
But I was interrupt you rudely. Okay, since home when I mentioned business, I remember when I was sports again many years ago. I just tell them, why did they play home and we play Premier? And Empire Park, and it cost me out. Who will go out for our countryside to play? You know, so no, they first with me laugh and they can have a countryside to play now. Like, I believe, home and away, the clubs can make some money.
Right.
But in those days, Taddy, the grounds weren't up to standard, so to speak.
Okay, even though play vacation ground, not going up to standard. But I'm saying to you, after the grounds are fenced,
Uh,
so you have security almost. You can pick up some money. give the club the chance to make some money.
Make some more.
That's what my take
I
in it.
think the reason, different hat now, one of the reasons for that is to help generate extra funds for the national team. So when, for SAP, more players we have in the national team, we have to improve the team. So now we can go back to our club team and help with the training, help with different things. So I think that at that time it helped to offset bills for the
Okay.
national team.
I'll tell you what I'm going. If you play a match like this match, Happers against Empire, you know the kind of money period King George? If you play a match, a big match of Arsenal's going to match man. You don't know what the fans show there? In those days when I argued my case, that Liberty and English Arm also played. If they play Arsenal's going, they can rival, they can support.
I could understand what you said because I thought of that, in the early days when why is it being the Premier League and everybody has to go to ARG, which is a neutral venue, and then I could have seen the benefit of it. It generated money for the ABFA and it helps to support the national programs and so on and so forth. And I could understand that. But I'm saying I don't think we have the national capacity based on how the Premier League is set up, which is being played on the weekend, to play Premier League in different venues. Because if we play in Happers and Empire at King George, but then we play in Sap and Jennings, somebody's going to get upset. And remember, it's 10 teams in the Premier League. So I understand what you say. I always start in my mind, let me say we fix the facilities around these communities. Like, for example, King George is already fenced. Put some infrastructure in it to accommodate the whole league that weekend in King George. And
Okay.
Happers make that money. So if the whole weekend plays at Graysam, then the clubs from the Graysam community that are in the Premier League will collect from that, and the association will collect from it. And then let me say we move it round so the Jennings who will have a proper facility. That's my thought process and that whole thing. But I believe in what you're saying because I think if we do play home and away in the Premier League, it gives a lot more for the because a lot of youngsters can't get to town.
Exactly.
To see people that you know what I'm saying, within the community. So I'm not against the idea.
So that's
I
my
just think
take.
we can fix the
And
idea.
that the young girl get the opportunity to come and watch.
Yes, of course.
That is all my take.
Yeah.
Even cricket. I'll tell you so. Carry the cricket in the community so people see you. Young boy, you see. You look, okay, when they play cricket, when they went, this is the cricket, a young guy. And he about the man from Barbados, you never see them. But you go see them so way. Then it's so much better than nowadays. Okay, you hear about them, the one guy. But when you see them now play against them, you say, that is so good. But media, you know the media talk. So I'm hoping
I think
sometime down the line, it
it's
can happen.
possible. It's possible. As far as I say, because I think the better the facility, the better the chances of the community teams developing.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I could remember when I started as a youngster and I've never played in ARG, going to school and so on. And I made school finals, but we never played them in ARG. And I was always eager. I wanted then I started realizing there's two ways to play in ARG. You play in the Premier League, or you play for Antigua. There's only, as a football, there's only way you could get, and then ARG got that Bermuda grass at that time, 98, 99 years. So
Then I get it 90, I tell you, okay, when you get it, 90,
After independence.
98.
98, right? Somewhere around the time I know they get the Bermuda
I know, I can tell you
Okay.
what. You know, no, I was a pitchman, recreational test pitch.
Okay.
1997 games, we had 2 games we had out. India and Sri Lanka. Then 98, started getting the match, the grass coming. The whole field.
So after playing with Happers and things, traveling from here to D and every day playing football, that started nagging me. So I started telling my friends and them who was around saying the gym was going to school, boys, but I will go play for Happers and try to gain the Premier League in the all I want to play for that. You know, but if I play for other Happers, I have to play all I will play with and at some point in time you want to be able to tell yourself that you play there, you know what I'm saying? So then after, so that is why one of my motivations to build myself as a player, try to get Happers to that point where we could get back, and we did get back in the Premier League and play me at January. Yeah, it was fresh compared to first. So, you know,
Okay, we kind of like this story, When you're a young guy, right? Even cricket, you know, if you get playing big ARG, you think you're right, you know.
yes. Listen.
I'll tell you, I don't know the twist to that. Into school sports at ARG. when I went to
yes,
me
I
high
ran
jump for
to
grammar
school,
school, but
yeah.
you feel good at the ARG.
And what it is when we got I got to the Premier League before I played the national team. So I played in the ARG. But then my first full World Cup qualifier international was in the ARG, and I was the captain. So that made it even more. You know what I'm saying? I was so overwhelmed I got a red card.
You got a red
I
card.
was so overwhelmed, Tony. I got a red card.
Who
Against
played
Bermuda.
It's Bermuda. Who was in the goal?
I remember some slim kid from Oats, round soul, played for South. I don't know that was you.
Yes,
Yeah, so you know.
Hold on. They go so fast. Tell me something. Who won the game?
The game drew 0-0.
Wait. And goals come on a joke, man.
But here,
You're the good defender, that's why.
I did my part.
Yeah,
But to add to that same tournament was a home and away. So we had to go to Bermuda, and the keeper that saved in Antigua saved him. I think he broke his finger. And they still put him in the goal. I don't know, that coach was probably a crazy man. But I didn't go to Bermuda because I was suspended.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that he was the lifeline. It was
Yeah.
scored one and we drew the 1-1. So we went through on the goal difference.
Away goals.
Yes, I said the goalkeeper was fantastic down there. Those times he wasn't showing on telly, so I didn't get to see. I'm going to take their word.
Yeah.
You know, just like how you take your word that he was a cricketer.
I don't think the word.
Yes, but it was nerve-wracking, especially when you play the first international match home. You have the family, you have friends, but I think that preparation was the key factor for me going to the game day and perform well.
That was your debut? That was your debut for Antigua?
No, it wasn't my debut.
Oh,
It was a
World Cup qualifier,
That
yeah.
was the first World Cup qualifier.
Yeah.
We participated.
I will be training for. That's one of the games I prepared for a long while. We stayed down at Jalaba for quite a. Usually, you know, about a month before.
Who was the coach?
Zoran Vanish.
Vanish. Okay.
So we went training camp about 2 months before the game. 1 month before the game.
It was about 2 months.
About 2 months. And when you're in training camp for that long, you all can focus on
On the football.
And, I think that the whole coaching staff itself did an excellent job preparing us going to that game, because when you play World Qualifier, it's different when you play maybe a little tournament. You have that extra motivation going to the game knowing that you're trying to qualify for World Cup game. And every mistake, even if a mistake can cost you. So you have to be keen with details. And I think that that's the difference when you play with the club level and when you play at the national level. You can get away with a few mistakes in all opportunity, but when you play at the national team level, you have to be keen in details. And I think that I have done some other defenders left in me. And I have that self-confidence, because if you don't believe in yourself, I don't think that a teammate would believe in you. So it was, for me, it was nerve-wracking, because it was my actually big moment, and I think it was my birthday that day. So I have to make sure.
That's a lot of pressure and butterflies.
But once the game starts and you're into the game, very easy to manage.
But tell me something, and this is a question for both of you. You've been involved in football a long time now, at the highest level. Well, how do you see progress in Antigua football-wise, both in the players that we are producing, the technical ability, and in the administration and the general running of the sport?
That's a massive question. Yeah. But if we go into the
Okay, let's tell the players now, and the kind of players that we have coming through locally.
As I say, we could deal with the players, but we can deal with the players last.
Okay.
I think the best to deal with the players last. In terms of infrastructure, we are like that. In terms of qualified coaches, we are like that. In terms of management of local football, we get better. You know what I'm saying? Before times it was more teams, and now we have more clubs. To a standpoint where we have presidents, vice presidents, and the whole thing. We still, I still think from a player coaching point of view, we still participate in tournaments in that competition.
Okay.
I guess, this is what
I understand what you're saying, but it's kind of a surprise to
No.
me.
As he said, with the World Cup that we played back in 2000, we were in camp for 2 months.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember of late, I'm talking, let me say in the last 5 years, that none of our youth teams play international friendlies leading up to none of the tournaments they go. The senior team does not do that either. The female team does a bit of that, but the tournaments they go to, the teams they play, not knocking them. It's teams that they are ranked better than, teams that we guarantee to beat.
To beat.
You understand what I'm saying? So, I can be an A1 tennis player, and I play my practice match against C-based tennis players. I'll play B, because you will get some sort of competition and B, and you get to work on certain things that you need to work on with the B. But if you go play C, you can do whatever you feel like to do with the C.
Yeah.
So, for me, in that instance, I would say we have moved from 1998 when I started to 2025 with a few better teams, but I still think we don't have a structure of the team. You understand me? Like, so we are national teams, and I'm saying is okay. So the tournament that the next few youth tournaments is in February, on the 17th February, and I think on 20th March.
Okay.
And both teams did tryouts to select them teams in November. Okay? So that is November. So remember, that's the trials. That's not the actual training process. That's the trials in November. And some of the trials will be into December, because you probably have 30 players into December.
Okay.
Now we're in January, and maybe some people just got them into the 20 with 1 month to go. But they have not played a practice game internationally. Maybe they have played friendly games against clubs or against their peers here. But that is not enough to assess you against. So in that instance, this is where I think we're not getting any better. You understand what I'm saying? I think no. When I started playing, I was working for this man, Winston Kings here at the driver shop. So I'm a giant by trade. But we went into camp. The national team wrote a letter whether he willing to pay me for the time because I'm going to represent the country, or whether they will have to compensate me for the time lost. And when he paid me for the time, so I went into camp. But then I was only focused on football.
On the football.
I didn't have to study about going to build this for 8 hours or 8 hours
and then hustle to
I was
train.
only focused on football for that whole 2 months. So I was able to go and perform. As he said, he was going to school, so we had to take him to school and then take him back to camp.
Okay.
And there was quite a few of them. Ezekiel Blair was in that team. Troy Bucket Simon, Gacy Bobby Bradley, Justin Chini Pereira. There were some good young players who was in that squad at that time. Kasambi Christopher. That's what I'm saying. So I think we need to get to this point where if we want to compete in these international youth tournaments, we have to, one, find a pathway to get an early selection process. So if there's a school league, get whoever our coaches that is earmarked to do this particular team to go and watch the school. So I would have to face 60, 70 players to select 30 players to make a final.
Okay.
Okay, we take a break and then we get back to Soul.
Okay.
Give us enlightening information.
Yes, I'm enjoying this conversation.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to pay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to
Two things, when you shut out with me. Two things shut out with me, So, I must tell you, Frank, I ain't talking about getting youngsters involved and playing against different opponents. Yeah, that was that was Parish's aim. You play all year against your own guys, so that's what it's two every year. Play against foreign opponents, so you assess them against different opponents. When you play your own stuff, yeah. But just play against it, like I was telling guys all the time, the difference between people Richards and some of the guys going here. Some of the guys that play against months that they feel like, but if you want to play, you want to bang them and you will find it position. You need to feel like nothing. Some guys might think like a jig-to and they can nervous. Well, that's really different. Not have the talent now, but they're not the kind of, let's say that command. When you go in the field, he in charge. He give the name.
Well, as you mentioned, playing against Montserrat and these places, why was the Leeward Islands football tournament allowed to just die? Because that's to me was the start of Antigua's and regional football development. Competition, yes, regionally and local, but you expand after that.
See, I tell you what, in those days when they want good opponent in the Leeward Islands, they were saying, kids, those opponents are weak, man. But Sings was a good team.
In cricket?
Football.
In football?
Football. Sings with poles in football.
Yes.
Sings one of the first teams for short pass around here.
That was always the big guy.
I watch them down in the clubs, football and so on. When they were saying is football standing on high Sings. I can tell you that. Just watch them at one apart. They're pretty good. But I heard you mention him just now. I've never seen him play, but in real body, he's a big footballer, so big name, Cactus.
Oh, Vernon,
A seated man, people guys like me. But I hear the man saying he play, but I never seen him play. So now you tell me he's a big he's so
defender.
good.
A defender.
was a proper defender. Vernon was one of the few. He was in that game. But Vernon had all the attributes of being a top class defender. Vernon was quick. Vernon was fearless. As I'm saying, Vernon was strong. Vernon, when I come through, Vernon was starting, and then after I came in and started with Vernon for a good while. Vernon was solid. Vernon was solid. I can't complain. I could make a mistake and listen. You just see people run past you. You just hear Vernon run past you. that was how quick.
Yes, quick.
That was mad quick. Mad quick.
I was here talking about him with Enzo. As a matter of fact, he's more than my first teacher ever. Kindergarten.
Okay.
So, you know, I know his manners are pretty well, but I hear him say he can play, but I never see him play.
I think
But now that he tell me the man's so good.
With Vernon and so on, so I think that one of the difference now with our players, like everything is the same. Training and game. So whatever you see in training, you do the same game. Like they never think that training session, so they just go through the motion. You understand? They play the same and they practice. So going into the game, you see the exact thing that is in training. I think that those are the cases that we have now. I think players now have training in their head when they go to training, and then they want to translate into game. So I just think that maybe how we design training as coaches, we can design all the different training, but if the player don't have that mindset and use training as on tool for games.
Can I ask you a question? I'll ask my partner and school now. Do your players up with like what you said in this, that is, I can't use a different mindset now.
I think, to be honest, I honestly think players show up to change because they're supposed to be there. I'm not going to lie. I think it's coaches right now, if you're really into coaching, work hard in changing the area. Because you're going to design a session for whatever particular topic or reason you want to do this. And then you're going to have to come and you're like, oh, do this, and you have to, coaches to come and say, listen, Bobla, run and so stop it. And there's no more need to be said. By any means necessary, I'm trying to stop you. By any means necessary, he's trying to get past. So both of we competing. I'm not going to go beyond the rules of the game and try to damage them or nothing like that. So we can stay within the rules of the game. Like that. I could, as he said, how we used to constantly compete. I came with the competitiveness from the get-go. But being around people like Wise and Mervyn, there was no easy. With Mervyn, there was no easy. There was no half big. That's what I'm saying, is one way. Anyhow you train, and that's how you want. That's what I'm saying, and those are the kind of people you raise up around. The most confident footballer I've ever been around in my life is Effiong.
Confident.
Yes.
Okay.
He was a good footballer, but I've never played with him on the national team, and it seems like he's faithful of anybody. I mean, he played with Trinidad, with Jamaicans, with the big players. We played St. Vincent once with this guy, Rodney Jack, was playing in England. Super player. And every time he gets it, Effiong doesn't get it. And every time we have it, Effiong wants it. He doesn't. It's like he lives to these kind of moments. You know what I'm saying? So you, as a player, you feel there was no negative coming off of him. When the time to, he has a little banter, a little chit chat because he's the emperor night. So you know what I'm saying? But just being around Epilus, Quintin, Clark, and so on. If you was weak, you had no chance. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, even if you're playing today or playing today and you get the better of it, it never transcends into animosity. You know what I'm saying? Now you see that in football now. And me and you playing on the same team and me and you can't get along. Why? Because the coach figure you doing more than I am doing. Yeah, if you're doing good and I could do something to help you do better, that was our mentality then. And I think those are some of the reasons as I was getting to the terms of football then and football now. As I say with Vivi, it could be Godzilla, it could be King Kong. Vivi willing to go. And we don't have that now. I find that players now compete more within themselves than against each other.
But they call two names now. Two is play cricket with me, the Wise and Mervyn and the Quentin. But there was out Caps Grass 4 weeks ago, and I have an Amish over there like Sunday afternoon, so Luke. And Terrible was there too. So and I was said to me, look, if you don't fight war in football, 2 man you want. Quentin and the boy to Terrible. Yeah, the man by team,
I've never had the privilege of playing with him. I've seen him when I was growing up and so on, and I know he was a fantastic footballer. But I never happened to play with Darryl and so on. That's the one that I think I miss. You can't get him.
Sure.
But I've been with a few of the greats, so I'm alright.
For me, even for the game, when I realize that I'm starting, they have a bunch of the old school guys, we call them, the Pretty Boy, the Quinton, all of them accustomed to have Rapchild and Trevor Tishler in goal. So when 18-year-old in the goal, I think that they can see their this youth man must have again today.
Yeah.
So,
Why did they kill him, no?
yeah, they have the fear.
You weren't tested.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
So after the second leg, and we go through, those were the first guys to come and praise me and support me. And the field, they do support you 100%.
Sure.
But I think that when you're accustomed to play with a particular person, they don't trust.
Yeah.
You have to win the trust, and you can't win the trust by talking. And you have to go out there and
Perform.
Perform well. Guys, look, defenders are key, Goalkeeper, defenders. Like, I must give the joke about that, man. But coaching is a conference. Simply a junior team, right?
Cricket?
Football. And cricket.
You do more football coaching than you.
Well, here what happened, that same month, I tell you more, we had this big match against PS Juniors, right? PS had a guy, why don't they left for the eye? He scored like 10 goals, so he alone every match. So he's telling the guy that we can't lose the match. What are we going to do? So why is up? You got to double blocking this guy. I don't want to score the goal, just I don't want him getting a kick. You know what I mean? So we put our fullback, very good fullback, please over the border, Egbert. And President Police Commissioner, he's been defended too, Jeffers. So I said, look, Egbert, you get marked at the guy. But Wiser, if you want to beat him, he'll see you. I want to give you a kick.
Comprehensive.
Let me ask a question with Pace. Growing up, the players out of overage. That's all.
Then look, we had no proof. No, I must say look. He say he had this big guy left footed, and when I played pace in my time with the compressor, they had this big guy. So it seemed like they always had this big guy.
Big people.
But I tell you, man, the game worked great, man. The plan worked good, And then 1-0 first half. Should I have 4-0, but Pipes striker, so lean. He don't go to me, he has going to go. And the still left for guy get 2 kicks. You might know. The goalkeeper come from 5 between 5 and the Grace one. We're getting Colin Edwards. Like a long journey. It's like AP out. Colin, the man get 2 shots. One the ball, but with the ball, go to the goal, go down the ball, go to your foot. But
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you all doing? Happy New Year.
Good morning, man. All the best with the day to you, man.
And to all the gentlemen on the panel, all the best to you all, and God wishes blessing. I just hope that this year will be a better year than last year. But I just want to interject a few things here. Taddy, I'm sure you recognize this voice.
Not yet.
A very good friend of yours from Caps Grass that lives in St. Croix.
Caps Grass, it's say.
All right, Taddy.
Say me.
Yes, sir. I just would like to say this first, especially to Sawa and the next person there. I didn't get his name, the footballer, because these are the active sportsmen. And fellas, gentlemen, bear me out. I don't want to sound political, but until we find the fortitude to find a minister of sports, and not a person that full of himself and love themselves and don't love sport, sport is not going to get any place in Antigua. And my second thing about our local football, until we stop bring all these foreign players, our football locally will not come back to the standard it should be. I just want to say that we can't have teams with 8 and 9 people from foreign countries, and then in our local league, in our international team, we expect to have good players. Players need to be exposed. How you get exposed if you don't get playing time? How you get exposed if you're not part of the system? I'm a sportsman. I didn't consider myself as a footballer.
Hey, man,
I
you
was.
represent Antigua cricket and some off batting some off. Not like this
Yes,
jockey one
sir.
on your board.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But listen, Taddy. I just want to say this, and I, as a little awkward left footer countryman, I went to town. I left English Harbour. I went to town, and I played in a team where he had about 8 or 9 active national players, and I was a part of that team for about 8 years. I hold my place with no favor. I went to practice and I earned my place. That
Wait,
team,
which Lion Hill?
Lenny Smith. I played with Ivor Luke. I played with Sterrod. I played with one of the best footballer Antigua ever got, and most knowledgeable footballer, a man named David Tulwana. Let me tell you, that man has a brain for football. I played, God bless them and rest their soul in peace, the William brothers. I've played with those
Lewis
guys.
brothers.
The Lewis brothers. Let me tell you. I played with Johannes, all the guys, call the name, Carl Sterrod,
Emma, I played with them.
Brigo, Barbers George, Joey Christopher, Algin Isaac. I was there. I used to listen. We used to have a manager by a little old man they called Joe. And I used to get off the bus at Robinson gas station and I run to Golden Grove Passer. And when I get to Golden Grove Passer, the only man on the passer is Joe. Joe say them on a fort, And he said, make sure you bring back some sand because, I'm meeting this traffic on that. So I had to go to fort and come back. I'm saying, Terry, and to these gentlemen on this program, we can develop our own. We can have a good system. We can continue to develop these Dominicans and these St. Lucians and these Jamaicans and send them back home to beat us in CONCACAF. And we can't continue to have that gentleman from Golden Grove that only love to dress up and call him Minister of Sports. I will listen to you gentlemen half here. Have a blessed new year and get home safely.
Say, one thing we should have a team, and coming back to the Premier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, say to you, Happy New Year. I had the pleasure of meeting, say, in the early 2000s, because as I said, I played for the Quinton Clark and I did a little journey, so both were kind of not that far apart.
True.
So I went and did some work for Quinton out there and I had the pleasure of meeting, say, it was very nice guy. I went to Montreal and the president of the Football Association asked me if I know this guy, but I can't remember the name, and he was saying apparently he had some sort of connection to the mountain. So say all the best to you for the new year. Always a pleasure hearing from you. And I would say, in some instances, says right. The part with the minister and that politics, I sustain him from that. I said no, that. But he's totally correct. When I was growing up, I was told, quote unquote, that the Football Association is responsible to develop football, and football is not quote unquote. I don't say more simple or reasoning for an association in the country. What is the cricket association? What do you say? It's to develop cricket and cricketers in Antigua and Barbuda.
Yeah.
So when we have a Premier League, and as I say, my team has brought in players too, so I am a part of the problem. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right. When we have a team with 11 men starting and 9 men is following, there's no development of the football in the country or the community in that. You understand what I'm saying? So he's totally correct.
Right.
And we need to, as he say, this Toll, who he say was maybe one of the greatest football minds that we have to utilize what we have. I'm not saying I'm a great football mind, but I understand the logistics of the game, off the pitch, and understand the logistics of the game, and I'm not saying to give me the job. I'm just saying is utilize what we have and stop taking, because I think that this happens a lot. Our administrators will go to a course and sit down on the course and listen to an instructor of a big country say how they do and what they do. No, that's that country. that demographic is different than our demographic. Right? And he will explain it in a PowerPoint presentation with some nice fine words. And you will tell them that same thing 10 days before they leave to go to that conference. And they come back and try to do what you tell them. And you just tell them that and they don't want to do it. I have been in numerous national teams. I've played 4 World Cup qualifiers. A World Cup qualifier is fun. A World Cup span every 4 years. That's how much it is. 12? It's 12 years, right?
Well,
So that's 12 years of rugby in Antigua. And I played 2 years before that, or 3 years. So that's 15 years of play for Antigua. Consistently. Not on and off, in and out. Consistently. I've been through 4 international coaches. Zoran Vanish, Willie Danicki, Billy McEwan, and Tom Curtis. I had a guy, Stan Gillespie, was here for a short period. I had some Brazilians who was here for a short period. And
Simoes.
they had, what the guy, the America, Peter Novak. You know, I never played with Peter Novak. I played under the Brazilians from the time they were here, and I played under Stan Gillespie from the time he was here. Right? So I played under 6, 7 coaches. And I was always a person who wants to absorb what is being taught. I'm not saying that out and out they're better than us, but where they're coming from has been more successful than us. They're successful. It's quite obvious that they have a method. If I could get to utilize their method with my demographic, I should be able to get somewhere. Right? And I just think those are the problems. You don't want to listen to you. Just think that, okay, I'm in charge, so I should be. But listen to somebody that has been here, have played here. I could remember when I started playing Antigua, and I keep going back to when I started because I was sharing this stretch of it. I used to have to walk in my own clothes to go through, shirt, pants, socks, every day. I leave here and I went to Trinidad and I walk in my shirt, pants, socks, with chain, and people laughing at me. That's 2000 or 1999. Don't ask me what I'm doing with all that. So I say, I come train, I had a book. And then me and Ranji, he was walking in the dressing room. And there was a shirt, a pant, and socks, and tight. Settled.
Waiting for you.
That you went down to play for a club.
Yes, I
in
went to
Trin-
my club in Trinidad.
Trinidad.
Joe Public was on my job.
okay,
Me and
yes,
Ranji.
yes.
And then, so we go train and we started. Then after like 2 days before the game, we get a shirt and a soft pants and it says we have black sheet. That's how we had come to game. And we go game in a full warm up kit. We don't change that 150 time. We full game to them. After they get a new shirt, we get the same pants. They give you a fresh shirt.
A fresh shirt.
The upper body won't be cold from the sweaty shirt. I come and Antigua and I let them know that national team. We ain't going to that. So all the old jerseys that they all had pile up in whatever storeroom and people getting them and never play for Antigua. We need to start to bring those to training. So we get some training. And that's how the narrative started.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Until we get to the present started. But we always had, to be honest, Chet did a good job in that early time part. So track suits and so on and so on. So that, but the training part of it wasn't, we had to bring it on. We changed that and everything was gradually get better. So we started to improve till we get to that last stage. We played the World Cup and we got to the final and we played the USA and whatever. So all that was a process being built and I was through that all that process. And the people in the FN now was never in that process.
I want to find something for you. Like I heard him mention Brazilian coaches. And I remember hearing something years ago. My good buddy from young days, Deborah's son. He has a son, something Thomas. Siggy, something.
Trouble's son.
Trouble's
Trouble.
son. My buddy that. And somebody tell me he was so good he went to Brazil and wanted to keep him there. So is that so?
I was in
I
Brazil.
was in Trinidad at that time.
I was in
I
Brazil.
heard the same thing.
We went to Brazil for.
Some because of wood.
Yes, we went for training camp. I think Ziggy have not only speed, but he know how to control his running. And in football, if you can control running, that's ambitious. Because you can just have speed and just run. But he know when. And going to Brazil, just like how we watch Ziggy here, say he's fast. They watch him and say he's fast, and he can control his speed. He can dribble. I think that the issue we have with Ziggy in Brazil, they had a lot, almost the same thing. So they have their own Ziggy too. They have a lot of competition, and you have to be extremely
Very merited this.
Yeah.
Because remember, it's not like here where Ziggy is Ziggy.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they know, as he said, there's a multiple
Plenty
Ziggy.
Ziggy.
It's not that
Plenty
Ziggy. It
Ziggy.
wasn't that, from what I gathered from the host, because I've spoken to all of the hosts there, it's not that Ziggy could not have made it there. Was Ziggy mentally strong enough at that young? Because he was like 20, 21, was really young at that time. To be able, you know, and as I say, the people that you have around you on a day-to-day basis is what just helped him to be strong.
Sure.
You understand where I come from? And I'm not saying that he didn't have strong people around him, but you know what I'm saying? Ziggy young, he didn't like, he's not a customer.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he didn't stay or not about this in his life, because the competition level would have been, and I think he could have competed, because I played my whole club career with Ziggy.
Yeah, Hammers, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole club career, and there's very few players that I could say has Ziggy's physical, mental, and football. Ziggy, I coach him. Ziggy still plays. I've been coaching him.
Ziggy play?
Yeah, Ziggy play every now and again when I need that thing. Ziggy. So, and I could tell you, I'm a tick. In my session, you could ask both. I will sit down with someone on a video and go and try to do it in children. Just to, about to fix it to suit what I have. And I don't explain to Ziggy more than once. And I will watch players struggle to catch. And Ziggy will he might just stay beside for the first 2, 3, and when the ball rolls, and then after Ziggy just catch. And then help everybody go along.
But see, I think one issue that we face here, we do not have people that do the groundwork. We go into a different country, I think Portuguese, and some food different, the culture different. And put us at the age group, in the environment, somebody on the ground, like, you know, manage and like, send us to maybe on class.
But not because they didn't Ziggy and about 3 others went before the actual team.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, they went before. But I'm
and
saying
then
that
a few tryouts.
they go on their own.
Oh, when they got sent before,
Yeah,
they were on
there
their
was
own.
no. So
There was no day-to-day person with them.
no, and it's the difference with me. I went to college, went to university in the US, and what I like with playing sport in the US, they have somebody to help in each area that you can succeed. So let's say you're struggling with your grades, you have a tutor. You're struggling with your weight, you have a nutritionist. You have them. They just don't send to gym by your own. They send with a trainer. You understand? So in school, you're able to have all the different help. When you go into this portion of child, you go on your own to compete for a spot with somebody else. And then I think that we need to start to send our players with help. And Josh can tell you, he went.
I went to
hungry. And I think that if he won't be the
and I tell you, let me say they made it. When we went to Hungary, they could have stayed there comfortably. Unfortunately, for some poor personal decisions.
Yeah.
But do you think if you won't be there?
No, if I wasn't there, maybe they'd have crashed.
Okay.
I believe they'd have crashed if I wasn't there, because I'm making sure they go to training. I'm making sure they eat. You understand what I'm saying? And if there's like, because of how it is in England, in Hungary, the team is by when the senior team plays the reserve team during training, and then the day after each game is a day off. So if they have 2 day offs, I will make sure that they do something in one of those day offs. And I thought they should have stayed there. They was given the opportunity to stay there. As I said, a personal decision making.
But Frankie, you're gonna get it right now. But see what I'm hearing, right? That we had guys of that kind of skill set, that basic standard could have played in Brazil and Hungary and the European stuff. So it's not with lack of ability. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? So what they're the footballers. I'm not the footballer, but that's what I'm hearing.
I think the cultural shock, though, especially going to Brazil, Portuguese, with the language and the custom, that's to overcome that or to adapt to that is a major hurdle.
Okay, so I do a sports show for a generation, like a GN sports show, right? And I had Mervyn on the show. When the Mervyn went in the States,
Yeah.
And Mervyn was saying to me that the reason he think that I think somebody was with him too, is that they had no guidance. They were just there on their own. And there were other players on trial there, but they had somebody talking to the coach, talking to the management, guiding.
This is Mervyn
So,
Richards
Richards,
is
yeah,
speaking about. Mhm.
and now coming back to all this, as both say, if Ziggy had that one, it didn't have to be an answer. It could have
No,
been
true,
even
yeah,
if
yes.
somebody that could is familiar with this system.
The
to help
system.
him to navigate and see that he's eating, he's comfortable, he's not being threatened. You know what I'm saying? He's being able to express himself in the right way. He would have the chance. And these are the things what we have to look at in order for us to be able to progress. And as you say, talking about Ziggy in Brazil, I went to Trinidad, Bobby went to Trinidad, Peter Baez went to Trinidad, and Monchi went to Canada, Peter Baez went to multiple tryouts and so on and so forth. I could tell you now, Ziggy Thomas, I'm not talking anything from minus Quentin Clark, Epilogue, Sean Turban, those are different caliber, and that was before my time. So
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
going to not before my time, right? I'm coming down with that. Ziggy Thomas, Jason Bubble, Charlie Bucket, Simon, Justin Chili Pereira, Zico Blur, who else I could train that way. Let me just say that 5 players, right? Lexi Phoenix, a couple of players went from that era, right? So now we have Raheem Return, Richard Return.
He's been here.
Fats, I can't remember Fats right name, but what is that? I don't know Fats right. Fats, we have a little kid, his name is, last name is, they call him Whiskey right in the city. There's talent, but how are we nurturing that talent from a club's perspective to a national perspective to get that? Because I've seen in the last 5 days, 4 players from Barbados are now signed with MLS clubs. And I've watched the Barbados President's Cup, follow it through on Facebook. The 3 players I call better than the players that I see guaranteed in the States. But there's somebody behind the scenes pulling the strings,
True.
putting things in place.
They call the connections.
Networking.
No, but one thing is, the same connection they have. Listen, our president or our general secretary is affiliated with the guidance university, with the MLS person. Any resource available to any Caribbean country, we see getting all these players is available to us. But is the people in our circle studying to benefit themselves or to benefit football?
See, hold on there. Already saying I want to get into the politics now.
No, I don't. I'm not doing politics. Just talking the truth. As I'm saying, I am saying from my point of view, these are the things that I think. I went to Trinidad, and I carry at least 7 players into Trinidad to play, and I'm a player.
You made a link.
Okay, but so and I can't read.
But the same with me because
I could see words and figure out what they mean, but I can't read.
When I old, you know.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying is I could have done that as a player. I went to Trinidad once and they wanted me alone. Second time I went out. And I told them, if this player not come with me, I'm not going. I want to test in the face to see what kind of tone I have.
Yeah, right,
Because they came at me
right.
first and I tell them I'm not
Right.
interested in coming back. And then they come back again after. They send a manager first. I don't any manager. Say no, I could easily deal with it because I don't need it. The second time they send back a player who was the captain when I was going. And then now he was the coach. So now it becomes now more of a feeling.
Right.
So I dealt with him and I talked to him and said, right, I could give you X, Y, Z and so on and so forth and so forth as our code. So
Wait. Okay.
after that, and then I tell him, listen, I ain't coming if this player not coming because I didn't want the player to stay here and let him tell him to leave. And they tell me, well, listen, I might have to cut your money to bring such and such. I tell him, all right, cut my money, it's all right.
We're going to take a break again.
All right.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to pay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean. Simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with a Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
ACB Caribbean.
Welcome back to the ACB Parish League Network. We are here with these esteemed gentlemen, football coaches, football pros, and who are giving us a little history, their personal experiences, and discussing football and sports, generally the management and operation of the said sport. Taddy, these guys mentioned earlier the good World Cup run of the national team. And I personally think that the Barracudas, or the existence of the Barracudas at that time, and the whole involvement in the professional league in the States was a major factor, or if not the key factor, in the progress that we made at that time. I'd like to get your
Well, Frank, there's no doubt about it, in my opinion. You know what happens, like Dublin said, when he went to Trinidad, it's a different kind of professional setup. That's why this is why the cricket with Leo and his team that contract the players and hardly train, they go, they're not fit. But if that's your job, why are you not fit? You know what I mean? But I was saying the bar could at the time provide an opportunity for the guys to play cricket, football on your own.
Yeah.
Just train, play good, and it showed in the World Cup.
Yes, the
It showed
results.
He was doing pretty well in the World Cup. I don't know if Bourne was a goalkeeper that would lose, but it showed very well. It showed well in the World Cup. Yeah. You know, look, they got more house to go watch a game at the stadium. World Cup, I say, what? I think you do so good, but we'll see that, man. But they lose 1-0 or something. I say, boy, tell me now again, come on, bring bad luck. I don't want them to lose, you know what I mean?
No, I watched them here against Jamaica, the US. The Jamaica game, I think we had that to win, but
But
unfortunately.
I'm saying the guys at that time, the setup with the Barcode, it was very good, man. You know, I don't know if we can get back to it, but but one half of our friend Dublin. So when he went hungry, it was when the coach vanished or something. He's hungry.
No, so and this tying into the Barracuda. So basically, when the Barracuda was starting up, we needed sponsors. So one of the idea is at that time we had this coach named Willie Donachie. He's a Scottish man.
Scottish.
But
Yeah.
he lives in England. And he was the national team coach at the time. So he's worked around England for some time. So he told them, well, he is good with a few chairmen in the UK. So what the UK clubs just do is fund smaller clubs in other countries, and then when the players, if they have players that are of quality, then they get the first preference, and then they give you something for them, and so they would.
Right.
So they told us, well, if we could produce 2 players that could make the team they had a team. I think this team was Sheffield United. Actually, it was Sheffield United. I think. The man was something Robinson at the time as the owner, and he had a team in Hungary named Fenerbahce, French Barros it was.
French
French
Barros.
Barros. They're in the Champions League now, I think too. It's a decent team. So we send the 2 players there, and if the 2 players could make the cut there, then they would buy into the Barcode and be a partner sponsor, which was a fantastic idea.
True.
At the time. So we went there, so it was Roy Gregory and Quentin Griffith, 2 of maybe the best players at that particular time we had at the time. Quentin Griffith turned out to be maybe one of the best players we ever had in this country. So we went there, I went with them as the chaperone to make sure that everything is
You was a chaperone.
Yeah, I was the chaperone.
What kind of a queen base is this?
Yeah. I was the chaperone. The correct term for somebody being taking care of somebody else on duty.
Yep.
Chaperone, yeah.
So I was the chaperone with both of them, and we got there. Based on the age, we went to change the first team at first. And they were alright, but the level was a bit fast for them, so they put them into the reserve setup and they dominated that comfortably. The reserve coach was absolutely all for them. Wanted to sign them on and so on and so forth. And the first team coach takes, so I'm the reserve when I come to you, so they tell me, boy, they're really good, they take me. I tell you,
Call another name.
what is it? So, and he did, it was Craig Small, and he spoke to the coach, and the coaches wanted to take them, so they went into dialogue with them and their representatives. Same name at this point. So, and that was the whole reason why I was there to obtain. And I did my job, they were taking one fast, and as I say, it didn't work out, so we lost that opportunity to get the Barcode into a good funding. And I think that was one of the major problems with the Barcode. 1 is funding, and 2, one of the things that Antigua could sell and make good money is bad money. So
Oh, my goodness.
No, I mean, for me, the truth, yeah.
I'll be honest, I think if we had it, because it was a great product. I believe the Barcode was a great product.
True.
It's just that some people probably didn't want it to be successful because they weren't affiliated to it.
Wow.
And we got a lot of pushback from that. As I say, Antigua is not the biggest country in the Caribbean, so they don't know if we had a team is consistent, but it's a worst case scenario 25 players. And if we had 25 players, we had 100 players in Antigua, or let me say national team alone has 50 players. You could only get 25 out of that. So 25 going left out. Somebody not going to agree with somebody not getting left out.
Yeah.
So then that becomes a negative feedback too. And it's just those kind of things was I think was major in the demise of the Barcode. If tomorrow morning I wake up with a lot of tickets giving me a good bit back on the street, I love Antigua football enough. Invest my money.
I can see that. I can see that.
And it doesn't,
You have that passion.
It doesn't matter who. For me, you could not be friends, Daddy. And you running football, but you're doing the right thing. Yes, I don't believe in board shouldn't be doing this because I don't like board. Nah, if board is the man for the job, board is the man because he's doing the right thing.
And getting the job
He
done.
getting the job done. We don't give people a chance to get the job done because I don't like you personally. You should not. No, that's not making a sense. So what? If you could read more than I read, then I should go out there and make myself a phone and read, and you can read more than me. No, you read because you can read more than me. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't think people see, knowing of the sacrifice that we take to make Barcode successful. We have sleepless nights because we, as player coaches at the time, want to get things done. Remember when we, with all the equipment from the US, we have to make sure we collect all the player size because we wanted to run as a true professional club. So we don't want players to worry about things that they're not supposed to worry about. So we make sure we have all the training kit, We have all the travel kit. They have the name and the back. We make sure a number of work get done behind the scene so the players can feel the professional. So it's a lot of work, but we have one main goal, one players who benefit, and that's what hit me hard, especially when it comes to the Antigua public, when it comes to how they talk about the basketball. Is I think the players who benefit the most, the players who get paid. I remember one time we stayed in the US for 6 months. And George gets so comfortable because unfortunately we room a lot. And I have to argue with him, why are you making it to bed and we have made?
Habit, I mean, habit.
You know, the Barracuda, as I say, the Barracuda had so much benefits. One, the only thing I think, because, okay, so why you say we stayed there for 6 months is because we didn't play no games locally. Because there was no revenue. We with the teams coming in, they pay their own ticket, but we had to pay for the accommodation.
Okay.
And we're not getting this crowd support to offset
their expenses.
The Barracuda was let me stop saying we. The Barracuda was losing because of that whole scenario. So then they elected to play all the games and them away, which was not the best thing for the Barracuda because we wanted it to be an Antiguan thing. We're playing here, you know, so that didn't work out. But in all fairness, one thing about it, you're training, so then you have a proper coach who coaching you, you're learning the game, you're getting paid to play the game, you're traveling around the US to play games, you're playing against different players on a week in, week out basis. You understand what I'm saying? You're getting more opportunities to be seen. So the Barracuda was a fun. If I think the Barracuda was still around, maybe we'd have a few players playing. We don't have nobody playing outside now. Locally, no, and we have a couple of Antigua, but they're playing in Spain and them down and the way, which is not bad because it's professional football at the end of the day.
And the standard in these players that in Spain and wherever, the standard that they're playing at, or the division, is it really helping them, bettering them?
I can't say.
You can't say.
I don't want to say yes or no because I've never seen.
You've never seen it, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't say. But as I say, is I want football in Antigua. I come and meet it at a certain standard. And I'm talking in the St. Kitts Antigua rivalry, wanted to play the Jamaica. Antigua played Jamaica in 1998 in the semi-finals of the Digital Cup. And I think we lost in the last minute and Jamaica just came back from the World Cup. It was that caliber of players. It was Epilos, Quintin, I think Ivor was there. You know what I'm saying? That caliber of players we had then. And we need to get back to that, but we could only get back to that if football is being run for us to develop and not for us to be existing. Because I think football and is existing. You know what I'm saying? Other than the Premier League, First Division, Second Division, male-wise, we just existing. There's no youth leagues.
Hold on.
But the school league.
That's the only one, but that's not Football Association run.
Okay.
That's run by the Ministry of Sport.
So let me ask you a question. That's a very good point, the youth league. What time would you say that they have that youth league? The time, you know? I think it's important.
We struggle with the time, but I think for me when I was growing up, our youth league was Shipwreck League, and that was in the summer.
I know that.
That was in the summer.
Summertime.
What I'm saying is now, with the facilities that are about now, they have 2 pitches up there. In the summer here, we don't play no cricket. In the summer here,
You play cricket, what do you mean?
is the cricket tournament going on in the summer here.
Cricket all year round now.
I'm not saying it's not
cricket
all year round.
always,
Okay.
football and all sport, same thing.
Football
cricket,
became
no?
an all-year-round sport, but it wasn't always an all-year-round sport. But what I'm saying is, okay, the ABF has 2 facilities.
No.
There's other facilities in this country that does not do cricket. Like Fort Road doesn't do cricket.
That is true.
Johnson doesn't do cricket.
Hey, Johnson feel any good?
That's just going to ask that.
It's not bad.
I went there a
I
couple
think they did
times.
some
I like it, you know, but
Yeah,
it's
not
kind
bad.
of small or something.
It looks
What
small.
I'm saying is it's nice, the small.
Yeah,
enclosure
and
is
well,
good.
well fenced and
Yeah,
nice
it's
pavilion and
nice.
all that.
It's
Yeah.
alright. So I'm saying is utilize the facilities that don't have
Right,
cricket.
okay, youth, Johnsonville is perfect.
Right. So no, I'm saying with the youth football, there's so FIFA now only does under 17, under 19, and senior football, and CONCACAF does under 15 football. But you get funding from CONCACAF for that, and you get funding for 17 and 19 from FIFA. So it goes up the ladder, right? So I'm saying, build a schedule. First of all, build a plan. Where do I want to be in 4 years? Because that's the term you get as a football administrator. Where do I want to be in 4 years? And then you build a plan to suit where you want to be in 4 years. And I'm saying is, a competition for youth football does not mean that each team play 15 games. It just means that you get a chance to compete. You understand what I'm saying? So, what we say, we can parish it, put up,
Zone it, yeah.
use the different facilities,
Hey,
and
parish
then-
it, the same thing.
and then you bring everybody to talk. So basically, you might have 6 teams in the zone. The top 2 from each team when they don't play
Sure,
everybody.
sure.
We come
Each
down
zone.
and we carry all that to the turf, and then we bring it through. We set it up nice. It's a plan, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't have the plan. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I
But-
believe
maybe you do.
that-
Yeah,
that-
yeah,
Yeah,
idea.
you have a suggestion, yeah.
The idea is great. And the part come here, I would that many times somebody call in.
Whatever.
No, pretty boy.
Oh, well, yeah, no, there must be a plan. And
Pretty
I'm
boy
saying-
ask about the youth. The youth
Let me ask
football,
you this.
you know.
If countries that are 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 times bigger than us can have youth leagues, why can't we?
True.
It must be that you need to have a plan, or you need a person that wants to see that happen. Because I could sit down here and have the most ideas, and the person that is running it sit down and listen to me with all my ideas. But is that person willing to
To
go
take
and put in
on
the work?
the idea.
You see, there's a famous quote somebody from the VC. The man who won the mode, but he decided. So you can say what you like, and
Okay,
the man in the town, he decides. So he might decide he doesn't want that.
Yeah,
But you're correct. Zone them. Zone it.
I
Look,
mean, if
even,
it's-
even cricket, they tell the guy about zoning. But when they started parachute first, right?
Right,
Parachute had 32 teams. 8 teams each zone, same parachute business.
right,
So then they play off, you know, that kind of stuff. First 2,
right.
so sometimes 34. They brought a big brother, 2 teams, Williams had 2 teams, Old Wood had 2 teams, 1 swamp, but so they end up with plenty teams.
Right.
But you zone them. So they play maybe more than 7 matches or 8 matches.
I think 7 matches is good competition, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And
You
if
know,
you make it to the next round, meaning if we have 6 zones and 2 teams come out, that's 12.
Yeah.
So either go into a next round robin stage of 3 groups of 4, or 2 groups of 6, whatever the case is.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I'm telling you, and that is where I think the competitive edge dies. Now we go to primary school, they do common entrance, and if you pass or fail, you go to secondary school. There's no competitiveness. There's no fight to go to secondary school. You go to secondary school. I'm not whoever the genius that come up with that plan is. I'm not knocking him. But I'm saying is when I went, my mother had to make sure that I home studying because when I need to pass to move from Greenby School to whatever secondary school it is out there. No, you have to go to secondary school as far as how I understand the system. So what drives you to go and study? Other than if your parent is that type of person. And if you do the maths, you don't have 60% parents who's going to drive the child. Especially if you come from a rural community. It's very few. If you even in the national team now, the bright boys end up going to St. Joe's Academy, Baptist, all these places is the ones dominating the youth football. You know why? Because one, they don't realize because they're scars and they don't smart what they are.
I can tell you one other thing too. The parents support them plenty.
That's parent support is
Yeah.
key.
So I think if we want to develop, and I'm saying this, as I said earlier, the most attention is paid to the top divisions. First division, second division, and Premier League. So after you're done playing those, we're playing again. And only old and done. So why am I putting all my emphasis at the top? I am going to put a lot more emphasis on the lower things because there's where the continuity comes from.
You know, strange enough, so I thought to get this my cricket stuff on my partners, you know. It's a coach of all over the guy, Sesame Border. I think get the team from South, partially cricket. If you get an 11, 12, it doesn't matter. Next 4 years, you know, we have plenty good guys. They will have maybe they play for Antigua, you never know, but start them young. He complained more than too long to have smoking, so if you catch you real early, you maybe stop that. You can stop that. You know,
But even though it's still one challenge because yes, the calling you mentioned about playing with such players, but when I was a coach staff, players just not interested because they have other things to do. You understand? They had the TV home to watch, they had the phone. So what I have to do to get them to want to come out and play, because playing time sometimes is even not enough. So what I usually do, hey, you want to play cricket guys, you have to come, you have to come training. And I hold on that narrative for a while because I listen them on the side. Imagine me play with Peter Bears. You understand? So we have to come up with different ways to get them into the sport and to keep them into the sport. But it's still a challenge because they have other sport, they have other distraction. One of the things that killed football a lot in Antigua, I can tell you, when you hit that age of 18, 19, and you get a job.
Cricket too.
There's a lot to deal with in sports in general. In this country. There's a lot to deal with in terms of, and as you say, as I come to realize, I should say, if there's no professional outlet within your country, we can struggle.
Like that's why the banquet was so special.
We can struggle.
That's what we need.
We can struggle. So the outlet, it does not have to be a country, but there must be an outlet. So if I could get 4 players, so I keep telling you, if I, quote unquote, let me say I run in football in Antigua, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, I don't know how the rate happened. You just matter.
Wait. You put in there, say one your president.
No, I don't have no time for that. So just saying, I think the Premier League is the highest division. We are second division in the year. I go in and try to find, get affiliation with maybe 3 clubs in the MLS, 3 clubs in the USA, because those are the closest and the most likely. England also needs too much for us to get a player in India. The country has to be ranked below 100. This player has to play.
That's true.
Yeah, the players have to play a certain amount of international games. There's a lot. In the MLS now, it's CONCACAF and CONCACAF. We have a better chance against India. Now, let me say the top 5, the best defender, best midfielder, best forward, whatever. I send him from the Premier League. I try to get a chance for all of them to go in the MLS. First division, the best, whatever. I try to get a chance for them to go in the USL. So I'm setting them up according to the divisions. And know that will motivate young players to want to be in that range, to be actually have an opportunity to get that child at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? The motivation for us was being able to play for Antigua, being able to play in the ARG. Okay, so that got it.
True.
So now, how do we find other ways to motivate people to be? They can play cricket for Antigua, they can play for Leeward Island, and then from Leeward they go on to Western Indies.
An IPL.
Right now I tell myself I should have been a cricketer. I should have been a cricketer. Because you understand what I'm saying?
The avenues are there.
When you play for Antigua, that's it. And then you might get an opportunity to go somewhere, and that is just if you're lucky.
But they heard my good friend Victor Michael's son doing goodish. So
in football?
He played in England or somewhere. Sandy, some getting name, getting name.
That's the midfield that you come up with the last name. My name,
Victor, the guy was the first choice.
But the question I have to ask, especially because I think that if football have the money, like quickly have like IPL, I think that maybe.
Hold on.
No, I'm saying
football has the most money.
Yeah, but I'm saying
World Cup,
most money, but
FIFA.
it's easy for me. It's easy for me to play in Caribbean CPL and make the money, or I'll make it to Pakistan League or whatever is
okay, Big Bash.
As coming from Antigua, it's very difficult for me either getting MLS or getting into English Premier League. So I would assume that you guys don't struggle with players, and then I realized when I listen to the game, Bowlers don't struggle with players. This team has struggled with players, but you have all the different outlets that players don't even have to play for West Indies and can get a career out of cricket.
Board is so
why are
correct.
we lacking cricketers?
Board is so correct. It's more on me. And this is something that amazes me too. You can't still hardly find people to play now, and all the money they make. Easy money. I don't understand it.
So then we're not motivated by money then in this country.
Maybe not.
Because I heard you say earlier that these players are contracted, but when the time to play, they're not fit.
Not fit.
So this is my question. So let me say I play cricket and I'm contracted by the Leeward Hurricanes. Am I in a country where do I stay in the country that I'm living in and get paid every month, or do I have to migrate to a country where I have a contract?
Everybody meeting in one country.
No, so that's for the tournament, Bobs.
No, almost all year round.
So all of us is in the same country all year round.
Almost
and
all
man
year
the
round.
fit.
And man the fit. I don't understand that.
So when you get
You're sure?
But here, so they tell me so.
So when you get West Indies, you retain a contract. So let's say you have retained a contract. Can you have a contract from West Indies retainer and one from Leeward?
Well, some of the guys play with West Indies contract, they play with Leeward Islands too. I don't know how that works out. Like, I'll start with retained by Leeward Islands, but still, so I tell you something that pissed me off. I've heard, I'm part of Hugo tell me these things. A guy that he doesn't never play West Indies, but the Hurricanes in there, the Hurricanes country was so good. He plays all the games, and when he play matches, he'll pay, separate from the retainer.
Okay.
So guy that they'll play like me then.
Okay.
He might make nearly 100,000 a year.
100,000 US.
I don't even US, but any kind of
Any kind of that's a good
So
shit.
I'm saying, tell me something. You say, you serious? You say, yeah.
100,000 a year for play cricket.
And he never play West
I
Indies.
never
So
really did.
can you? Those who play West Indies get more pay
Right.
because they have different grade.
Really,
innit?
right, okay.
So I'm saying, you serious? And the man still coming in the fit and not killing himself behind the team. My God, it's not
but
important.
this is the question, because people like say everything starts from the top, right? So I'm saying this, if I get contracted to a football team and nobody put in no restrictions in me, meaning okay, so the next Hurricane tournament is October this year, right? Maybe say that is it. But no, the coach or the management staff don't tell me, so you have to play a certain amount of games in your local cricket. You have to do certain amount. So them having somebody checking my fitness on a regular basis, whatever. I guess I just collect my pay and sit down. I guess that, you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying when you're born in an amateur environment, your amateur mindset is very difficult to get rid of. When you're born it, because remember, we didn't no cricketer here born today until he said he's going to be a professional cricketer. He gradually goes to think into that, and then probably he does enough to elevate to that. Now, when you're born in Australia and India and Pakistan, even if you wake up one day and say cricket bat or ball in your house, you start to think professional cricket. So your parents now, if they see any little talent in you while they're growing up, they start to professionalize the entire process.
So even before this, it's now pushing towards that.
So I think that is the problem. Is we have the amateur mentality, which what we come with, and it's just difficult to. So you gotta. I tell them, man, Phoenix used to tell me. Phoenix, I don't even know Phoenix. Vivian, I wouldn't know.
Our body that
Okay, no, Winston.
China man.
Right.
Our body.
Phoenix tell me.
We go up in over together, my partner.
Phoenix tell me. Oh, okay. Phoenix tell me. If you come in my shop every day and there's no material to build it, where do they sit down? He say exactly. So that's where I see the material pile.
That's my body, man.
I go to work every day.
Wait, you need to play football in the Premier League.
Yeah, he tell me not. He tell me he didn't score goals. He score goalkeepers.
That's my body, man. That's my body, man. Yeah.
I was reading the newspaper because I love to read the sport. Because I see my name at the back of the sport a lot of times in my playing days. In the Pick Frontier or whatever. But I see now 4 or 5 youth players in the
West Indies under 19
Yeah.
from Antigua.
Yeah, it's two of them were Jennings, Kenneth Jennings. One of them, Jamaica, but small as in Antigua, Empire guy, Mackenzie.
Oh, all right. I heard of him.
Yeah, Mackenzie.
Monica
And
Mackenzie.
the guy Andrew.
Joel.
Joel
I know
Andrew.
him too. He's a decent little footballer, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, he come and we did do this thing we call a Calvin Advanced Academy. So he used to come there and think, and he's a nice little different and everything. And somebody tell me he play West Indies youth cricket, and
Yeah.
I tell him don't come back. Tell him, "Hey, don't come back here. You be looking to play West Indies youth this and then you tampering football. Boy, don't come back, boy."
I'm going to give you a joke about that.
So
now.
I just
Oh, St. Bunks in Joseph. He's played with me between 12 and 13. Then one weekend I can't find him, so he got to go out with my.
I was there.
He got You were there?
I was there.
Yeah, it's okay.
You went go out with the football team?
Yeah, Bunks.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't know
Seriously.
bounce. I didn't know bouncing.
So you were there?
I was there, yeah, I was there as part of that team. Me, he, Goggles, a lot of us was there. Shia didn't come, but Pamper Smith,
So,
Pat Charles.
so tell me to you something, right? I'll make your mind be a footballer, I'll be a cricketer. Make your mind.
Yeah. When he was
the same thing.
he was training at grammar school.
And the same thing the coach have now. You just leave it to
You gotta make up your mind and which avenue is the most profitable avenue for you.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm saying is as a coach, you have to recognize, or as a friend,
Sure.
the best avenue for
Yep.
your friend or your teammate or your colleague or whatever the case may be. Because why is it that this man could make 100,000 a year, but you encouraging him him to come and skylark, playing football, or going to the beach when he could be. Nah, I think I changed a few lives in this world. And there's this young referee fella, I Roots Appleton. I don't know if you know him. He's from the West, from over us. He used to go referee school league with Burns in the early. You know, because there's a little money in it, you know. And then the Burns meet me in the boy, this little boy like he have a knack for it, you know, whatever. He used to come and play for Habas as a goalkeeper. 30 years taller than I was about tall, so I know he was going to be the goalkeeper. But we didn't have none, so we indulged it. And then after Burns keep harassing me every time, I tell was listen, this is the last season we take in money, don't come back. Go and be a referee. I was a FIFA assistant referee for years now.
Okay, good.
Why? Because I just made up my mind. I don't know if I made up my mind for me that I wasn't going to play with him, and I made up my mind for the club too. I tell him don't take IOT's money, give back IOC registration fee, because he's not going to go beyond just being a second key for but he could be an international referee and go on.
And Burns spot him, and Burns recognized.
Burns wasn't the most
exactly.
person, but still, he is in that field.
True.
And if he think you have a chance, I believe you have a chance.
And Burns got feeling kind of big.
The high level.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to listen to him. I just tell him, you go there, right? And he turned out to be up to now he still is a FIFA official doing.
So you think you changed?
Of course I changed Iwood's trajectory. I whole Iwood's and twist it directly.
Because see, what you say is important, you know. 'Cause he thought maybe he be some kind of goalkeeper. Not only that, no. The fans will see him and them girls and so, you know what I mean? But he don't understand. Referees is his thing.
The long-term viability of what I can do is what matters. You know what I'm saying? I play for Antigua up until I was like 34. And people asking me how I play so long. I play that long because I'm smart. When I start to hit 29, 20, after every game I go in the room and take the most ice they have in the ice machine. I throw it in the tub and lie down in there after every game. So the next day I fresh like a rose. I taking care of myself. So but them young players, when we done, they're looking to hit the street. So they won't last. So I take, you know what I'm saying? So you have to realize how you could get yourself.
Not only that, I think that you pull up on players like me and Bobby and all you guys. He don't allow us to swim. And now we start to drink now.
Pause your drink?
Drink a little beer here and there. You know that
But it's only not, it's after I really decided that, right, it's time to go out. I started drinking beers and people just call me girl because I want to ginseng or Vitamin or something.
See.
But I taking care of myself because I want to be able to perform.
When about English, you have a couple of with Quentin in them. They tell me that, hey, they're not bearing the drink things and they want to answer on them. They want to answer on them.
Last week, my board went to check Quentin because he's here.
Yeah, I will ask you, said, I was with him too.
Me and board went to check him. So yeah, that's what I want to drink. I tell you one thing, the man have one strap.
As you all mentioned, is I'd like to put a charge to you guys who are involved in the sport. Nationally, we have this thing, school children smoking. And it's as if everybody is saying, it's all right. I think we need to have a campaign where sportsmen, people who have made it, people who are still involved in the sport, making an appeal nationally, whether and through the ministry, so that they can see, these youngsters can see these sportsmen telling, look, smoking not good for you. Change your direction. Sports is good for you. Put your direction. I'd like to see a campaign like that being done, where you guys are utilized. People like you who are involved in the sport, making that national appeal to our youths.
that's an excellent idea.
Yeah, it's not bad, but this is what I know, right? And I'm going to be a bit controversial here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an age limit on drinking.
2 rounds don't make a right.
No, that's not the question. In law, there's an age limit on drinking, right?
Uh-huh.
Is there a law and age limit on smoking?
It doesn't look so.
It doesn't look
So I understand. I say you're totally correct. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, but
in order for that change,
because we're losing our youths. We're just losing
things
them.
has to be put in place from the top.
From the top.
For us to be able to be able to do these things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then the next thing that's amazed me, when you see a cigarette commercial, at the end of every cigarette commercial it says smoking is something
Yeah,
for
true,
health.
Yes.
People still smoke.
People still smoke.
So I'm saying this to myself, I feel like I'm wasting my energy to try to talk to somebody who see that same commercial I see. No, I be honest. I might sell it and tell you that is bad. Them must sell them you and tell you bad for you. We used to go and buy.
You're quite right.
That not making no sense.
Right, you know what I mean?
So it is bad. Sometimes you go to the game, you go to a football game, and you see how we smoke.
Yes.
And all is
I tell you something about
Yeah,
that.
all
boy.
age groups.
One guy must give you a joke about that. A joke to me. When the home minister was supposed to that, where's the police going here? Where the band stays now. Police play field, man. I was there one day, and Mervyn was president. And somebody came to Mervyn, some big guy in football too. So the same conversation, I said, Mervyn and the other guy, why don't you cut down the smoking business and football and so on? He said to me, boy, he said, Brigo, you can't like any more overs, you know. If you do that, no, you know, and the football is not, you know. so maybe what I mean. But don't joke about that, you know. My partner, Ferran, used to watch them careful, man, buy bread next to me in gambles, go to Fort, watch them careful, you know. So he was coaching Empire at the time. So Empire get blooded the Saturday or something, he glad, you know. So we can grind, you know. So I said, well, what kind of jokey team you got, man? They can't have that, man. You do a jokey job, man. And so I say, boy, if you go in jail, we can pick a better team right now. If you go in jail, Empire man them. So I'm saying to you, it's important that the fact is to keep them out of trouble.
Yeah.
Because that's all the things that we're going to do now, land in jail now,
Yeah.
most of the times. Which I find that to send people to jail have to be stupidness. I don't agree with it. You know
But
what I mean?
especially now is a law. And especially now they
Yeah,
passed this law that it's illegal. Sending people to jail is the niggas.
Yeah, I guess
Sending people to
you
jail for herb field.
You know what I mean?
You know what? Sending somebody to jail for a spliff or whatever.
Stupidness, in my opinion.
As I say, I want that uphold the law. And if the law say this thing legal, I leave this thing alone.
I agree with you.
Yeah, no, that's how I see it. I leave in this thing. No, me ain't going to the details because the people that put the details in place not applying the details. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm saying is they say it's consumption in your personal residence. Isn't that what the terminology
That's what it.
good. First of all, if you're not going to your personal residence, they have to go to the street to get. So they need to put some sort of provision because if you catch me on the street with X amount of weed, I just buy this home and go in. Where are you going to lock me up here? So, you understand what I'm saying? There's so much loophole in this thing.
Yeah, they didn't plan it and put any
So what
thought
I'm
into
saying
the
is
whole
that
process. That's the
this
problem.
thing need a revamp if you're going to do
But
anything about
see,
it.
John, this is how you use it. I grew up with, you know, with smokers, and I can tell I never smell. You just won't smell like smoke. I never see them smoke around the tea.
Right.
And I know that
The smoke, yeah.
And I can recall one time. I can tell you, I see them smoking.
Right.
Less than maybe if you go to the person and you have to
Joe, Joe.
What happening now is crazy. I think that if somebody
Look.
don't get them weed, they can't function.
They can't function.
One guy, what is strange to me about the herb stuff, you know? They say allow 2 cheese or 4 cheese, X amount of grams.
Whatever it is.
But if they come to the yard and the cheese have now too much herb, too many grams in it, they can bring a charge against you. So you must stop the chip and going and beer and stuff. I
See, so it's
I don't understand that.
it's a situation where we don't even know how to approach it. We don't know how to approach it. We just have to live with the situation with it,
Well,
isn't it? I'm saying even look
What?
at you watch the videos on the TV, the music videos. The music videos have more smoke
True.
than music.
True.
Yes.
True.
So the
True.
young
Yes.
people, so these are the things where the young people gravitate into.
Yeah,
it. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
influences that are more popular out there now. It's just
But tell me something.
Which is why I say we have to do it through the
Yeah,
official
yeah,
dumb and try and get the change that culture and mindset thinking of the
I
youth.
want to ask someone in particular, you know. You see, his community, that can be a challenging community for this kind of thing. For how many young guys you get out of the Greenville school and so come play with your football team?
no.
Yeah.
Well, you see, no, the whole thing is when they left from Greenville School, you're 12. So that
Okay.
you not get them in the happens at 12.
But you can start with training
Yeah,
your
yeah,
youth
no,
team,
so
your
in
youth team,
terms
man.
of the youth teams and
Yes.
most of, okay, no, it seems like these communities different. Plenty of people from Green Bay don't go Green Bay school. They go 5 school.
Yeah.
It children in Green Bay go to school in Barnesville. And
In
then
Green Bay go
Seaville.
Barnesville?
I mean, people go to school from Green Bay, go Seaville Farm School and so. People go to school early.
You hold that.
If you joke,
Their parents come in
no. Well, 1 and 2 my movie and the child was already
Yeah,
going to that
yeah,
school. But there's
yeah.
kids in Green Bay that goes to 5 school. A lot of kids in Green Bay goes to 5 school now. a lot, maybe 90%. And these kids in Green Bay go. I think it got to a point where they say that it's not like they're not learning or whatever. Five and school was making a boom in terms of education.
That is true.
So
That is
they-
true.
But remember, at that time, five and school was small, so the teachers didn't have that much
Oh,
to
yeah.
focus on, so they made a boom.
Mm.
But then now, so much people going five and school now, they didn't hear about five and school that much.
That
anymore.
much.
So yes, we do look. I try my best to keep the youth programs in Happers going, but I'm one person, so I can't be seeing the team, youth team, and I could be a burnout. So so I try my best. I can start back on my youth program this month because I want to go into a tournament next month. Or Generation Next having over thing. So
that's Happers, not Green Bay. I can't.
Happers of Green Bay. So anything.
And the Green Bay
Happers
Happers,
of
man.
Green Bay and Grace Sama Empire.
So you don't coach for the entire community.
No, me coach Green Bay.
My coach Happers, Green Bay
If
people.
you come from Grace Sam or come and Happens, fine. I'll coach you because you're there. But I'm not. No, I don't do the committee. No. And if you come from Grace Sam and come and Happens, we gotta have a conversation. No.
Frank is true. Frank
No,
is
we
true.
have to have a conversation. It doesn't matter how small they be and they come from Grace Sam. If you come from Cooks in the alright. If you come from Hackney, alright. If you come from Grace Sam, me you have a have conversation. Who your parents be, who them back, who you back, you know, how you see. No, seriously.
Okay, so go so.
I thought when you guys talk about your ovals thing and so, yeah,
Okay,
but
serious-
this gone on the next
serious
level.
No, because think about it. I think I'm fairly decent at coaching, and I produce some decent players throughout the time, of course. Youth players that come and show some promise, And then I can take my time and coach this kid 2-3 years as a youth player coming up to the ranks, and then when he gets 16, 17,
He gone Empire.
he got the Empire.
Hey,
I'm still going to be cool with him, but you don't know how that is in terms of the rivalry.
Okay, I was telling you about that now. Okay, until on the show, said one day when he went to play for Haffers, boy hide and walk out in the place now.
I mean,
Empire man.
You see, football, the football part of Happers and Empire is just what it is. I don't hate Grace and people. I'm friends from Grace and I love Grace and
It's
I
just
will
a
back
healthy
them. But
rivalry.
it's just that when it comes to the football aspect of it, I don't care for them just like they don't care for them.
But you know, I've heard this as a wacky complaining of coaching people at Rangers, youths and coming on, and when them guys get good, next thing you find the coaches from other hoppers or whoever coming and picking
No,
off
that's what
them
happened.
players.
That's what happened. You get
Can I
me.
say something about that quickly? That is part of the problem with West Indies cricket. Our guys used to go to England and something small and Garden Greenwich in particular. Come play West Indies. England vex.
The Vex.
So we used to treat this, we used to get our
Okay, he
mold
grew up
and
in
play it
England.
right. And then say, they want us to play county cricket anymore, look like.
So where's the guy go from? The one from Barbados?
Archer?
Archer.
He played for West Indies youth. When he went to England, there's one right now, Bettle. Captain England, so 21, 22.
Bettle.
From Barbados, went school up there, he played for England, so now.
Yeah, but let me ask this question. How did he migrate to England or he went with Barbados, got seen, and then went
That he
back?
went to school up there. And
Or they brought him to go to school or his parents went
the
there?
thing you get,
Because
look,
we got to look at the
let me explain something to you. I had a young guy from Newman Shops. He went to the Antigua under 15 team. I should have gone, I didn't go. And they were about Joseph. Right? And he went to the team. And they were impressed with him. So I had to write out something to recommend him and all that. He went to school up the university, used to play with Kent and all that. England wanted him. But he came back to play for Lebanon, trying to get the West Indies team. He didn't make West Indies team.
Right,
So you get the opportunity to play for England if they see something in you.
right.
And they saw something in the Archer. Archer realized that playing for England made more money in there.
Can't he go and play for England because
He qualifies though.
the laws is the laws as stringent as is in football? To
I don't think
represent
so.
multiple-
I don't think.
it's
No,
as-
see, at youth level it's different. If you play senior cricket, you might need to qualify. Like somebody from New Zealand, so you might have some more years, 3 years. When you're youth,
Right.
and you go with a young guy, because we went there, we left and clear out of school. See, he went to high school up there.
Okay.
Finished high school, he went down to grammar school and A levels and so on. He went away 12, 13.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So that happens.
Okay, so this is my question to you because you're the cricket person and we're the footballing person. I don't know what Colin is.
No,
But
no, no. Hey, hold on.
Yeah?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You're the footballing person. You're not the, you,
Okay, he's my sidekick. I'm the footballing person. He's my sidekick, right? So, based on all I've said, what I think could develop football or what is hampering football, does cricket has those same problems? Because it seems like none of the association moving, or there's always the narrative of complaints throughout all the associations in sport in this country.
Why you ask me the question?
But I'm asking you in terms of cricket, because you're a cricketer, you say you take your time and go factory, you coach people and go watching the football. So cricket, you know.
When I take my time for the job.
Okay, so the job.
I can tell you something.
Go ahead.
My good friend is here right
No,
now.
I don't want, I'm not trying to
No,
go
hold
to
on,
the cricket
hold on.
association.
I can tell you
and
something
trying to
about
figure out.
how this something came about. I took a team to New York, Philadelphia, Connecticut, 1983, which was in the team too. Elvis Rappers, still Elvis and Five
Yes, I know Elvis, yes.
Mark Bowers, Anthony. I
So
played-
this is the pilot, then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few. Zone Bartley was there too,
Okay.
17 years old, you know. And my good friend Camacho, Michael Camacho, played for Antigua, live and so.
Okay.
And he said to me, I was staying with him. Again, he took a cute my brother.
Okay.
All our bodies were ovals, you know. Even if you have a seed in there, but we go up in ovals. And he said to me, look, when you go home, right, he said, Carmel Chapel, I want to take Atto in there, so work him up, making the batting good on the half side. And most of the guns coming in the leg side. So my body tell me, put me to a challenge. So when I came back, when it was end of September, October, started training factory, all the hours in 1983. Luckily for Atto, the next year he broke the record in Shell Shield, made the most ones.
Out of a film village.
Yeah. So this is where I started this stuff. And well, I did the coaching stuff 1980 Parachute team, 1980 Senko, you know.
Right.
But I'm saying to you, this is where I was committed after that.
Okay.
I was committed and the benefit of out of season training.
Okay.
Because what happens, plenty of young guys like the Bunksons, they come in at 12 and so on. Aston, which was junior, 12 and 11, so they start, the boobies will start playing at 12 and 11 factory with me.
In your coaching career, do they, like now, I see they have a lot of bowling coach, batting coach.
No,
So you coach everything.
I think. But
Do you believe this present system is better than the system you had?
I can't swear, but I can tell you something now. See, I'm like you almost. If I can get you something to them, I can call one of the bowling specialists.
Okay.
Who ain't
Yeah,
looking
that makes
to help
sense.
them out. Yeah, I wanted to, my job to make sure they get good. Not to say me, no, nothing.
Okay,
Not me.
Right.
It's about them.
Of course.
So I would begin some. I was fortunate when I started because he had like the Winston Benjamin who played the Kendall Band came. Kendall Band was so weak to live with me so to get him strong, sleep in house, so gym and fitness. So.
Okay.
So he started pretty young with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But after those guys get good, they still come factory, play with the young guys, play for West Indies and so on. They have booze and they come back there. So those young fellas were fortunate. They were batting against the guys playing for West Indies and Test cricket. So they learned fast.
Look, you have to ask me this question now.
Mm.
So if I take over the job.
No problem, man.
That's one of the issue with your current generation players that we bow too quick, and then don't go back and play.
Well, I understand. This is what I was about to say something after he said that too. I got into coaching and got Harper's president to respond to play in a certain way and to train in a certain way and to do things a certain way because I was still playing and a lot of them younger than me and they come and see me play. So from coming to see me play and seeing what I telling you to do in training, I am doing it. And I'm saying most of them they come and see me when I played for Harper's. The youth and see me play for Harper's and then the bigger ones that played me see me play for Antigua. So then they start to say, well, if so I do this and I play for Antigua consistently and I go away to play in the Trinidad and so on and so forth, then he can't. I don't think he wrong. So they follow suit. There's some things that probably could have done differently.
On the national team level.
So no, but I'm saying is like our football does not have enough professionals. Think about it. No, please, Father Jesus, don't let people perceive what I'm about to say the wrong way. If I come and watch you play, Tanya was fantastic as a youngster. But when you come off the pitch, your pants below, I see your whole boxer. You have on a vest, your your hand spliff in the corner of your mouth. When you think that kid going away from that venue with all the off the field stuff, because that is what he does more. He spends less time on the pitch and more time on the street. So if you look like this, and so these are the things I think we don't have enough role models to these kids today. That's why.
Okay.
Yes, I could be wrong.
No, you're quite correct.
I just
Look, nobody can come to factory gates with shut on the Joses. That's automatic 20 laps. If you come to my gate, you shut on the Joses 20 laps.
Yeah.
Plus 20 plus, plus
the way it's supposed to do before.
Exactly.
Yeah, because plus it's starting out.
Plus it's starting. So look, you're not in the coming to there twice. Without, you know what I mean? It's important.
You can't be certain. I don't know about that. I say what I want to say, how I want to say it, to who I want to say it. And if you go my complete different, I will tell them exactly what I tell you, and how I tell you, and why I tell you it. And if they want to take it to the negative or to the positive of the development of what I'm trying to get out of the child, it's up to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I'm going to F and R a child. What I'm just saying is, I'm going to tell you, this is what I know. Nobody here wants to be embarrassed. Or nobody here wants to be shouted at. I learned that playing for Antigua. So if you do what the coach asks, is he going to shout at you? No. Is he going to pull you out in front of the rest of them if you did the right thing? No. So I use that narrative as my base to get everybody to know. Remember when I went away and you went and coached my team in Generation Next, and all of them skylarking, where I tell them? And what they do? Because they know I'm not playing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not no discipline, I'm not no saying. What I'm saying is, you could have all the fun you want in my session. You could laugh and joke. But when that ball, instead of we say play cricket and that man ball on shot, I expect to see it going down in the ball. You understand what I'm saying? So if you do the things you're supposed to do, enjoy yourself doing it. Have fun doing it. But don't want to do the wrong and be skylarking.
So tell me something, how you find where Generation X, you agree with me, man?
How am I find my way over there? So Zico, Blur, were over there.
Yeah, okay.
I mean Zico go way back. And for some reason he believes in the attributes that I have.
Sure, you know, I can understand that.
So he asked me if I wanted to come there. It was a nice little change. Involved with it. And the man that run it, Ricky Santos, he take to me, he gave me a nice welcome and so on and so forth. And I just ended up.
No, nothing wrong with that. It is, you know, it is.
How did you end up in Montserrat?
I like
Lenny?
Pin Hewlett's son.
Lenny?
Lenny, right before we said we're doing it, I tell about him.
So Lenny keeps, so for some reason they said they wanted a youth development coach, and Lenny said, well, I is the man for that.
Okay.
So I ended up over.
Lenny was there. Lenny used to tell about souls.
I was the man for that.
Lenny moved my son out gamble with body works and so man.
Oh, Sesame.
That was son.
Oh, Sesame. Yeah,
man.
Lenny, I learn a lot from Lenny, coaching wise, life wise, you know, and I can't quite. We don't see eye to eye sometimes on something, but that's just nature.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, but I still have high respect for
Let me say something to you. When they play the Rising Sun, right, and up to this day, maybe I want to see eye to eye with our course every day, but any of them best of friends up to now. You have to see eye to eye.
Yeah.
Hey, you see things this way, you argue it out. Maybe he might be right, you wrong.
But at the end of the day, you see, but this is what I do, and for me, and he could tell you this, if me and he sit down and argue about something, so for example, he want to buy or watch Giwa, and me think he should buy Shane ring, right? And he buy the watch, and the watch fall on and broke. Me now I can tell you, oh, you see me tell you, make you feel bad that the watch broke. But some people now will give you some advice, you give them some, you decide to choose yours over theirs, and then yours fail and they bet. You're going to choose theirs and fail too.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? That those are the things why I think we don't progress much in this country. A man come out of the field one time we playing and he gets up. And the man that go on field getting chance and miss. I say, see there? I was like, see there what? You gonna get that same chance and miss. So these I think when I was a player, if the same Vernon and I played defense together, and if I miss a tackle, Vernon coming behind the tackle. And if Vernon missed that, so that is how you build teams, how you build friendship, how you build understanding, and those are the things I don't think exist.
You remember when I broke my arm and I was out 3 years?
3 years of broken arm.
Yeah, no, I'm broke by man.
Yeah, so it took me rehab and so on.
3 years.
3 years. Wow. And so when I go back to the national team, they came straight into the first team in Aruba. So we won the game 3-0. He did tell you a lot of things that I don't know, I misjudge ball, like do this wrong or do this wrong. And like these guys know exactly what's happening because every ball I drop, somebody gets to
Cover.
to cover.
Mhm.
You understand? So I tell myself, next game, I'm going to make sure I went back to the US and into the gym, training. So when we play the second leg, it's a reason every time I play this guy, he left the red card.
I don't love to get red card, it just happens.
Yeah, the red card.
I just have a red card, well, man, you give me time.
Yeah.
Couple
And that
of-
is the work. Yes, red card.
2 yellow card offenses
Oh,
are straight.
Straight. We don't do the yellow card offenses thing. Straight.
Straight red.
Yeah, straight.
But see, it's a broken hand in 3 years. See, that's my God when they don't want to play no football.
Yeah, but I wasn't even here when he broke it. He broke it against happens too.
Guess happens.
Yeah.
I wasn't even here when he broke it. But after that same game, I gave him a bollocking. I let him know me ain't accustomed to that thing. The only things I sweep up is things other people miss. I don't sweep up after goalkeeper.
No people.
Because I know my goalkeeper sure. And I sweep it up after you. This can't right.
So tell me so long they ain't jokey.
He was joking that day. He was joking that day. You know what I'm saying? So, but to be not to cut, but for me, Taddy and Colin, I just believe that sport in this country has mass potential. And I'm talking sport in general. We have produced proper cricketers in the past. We have produced proper footballers in the past. Right now we dominate in swimming. I didn't even know that we was going to be this good in swimming. We dominate in swimming. Well, we have a Cuban coach in the swimming, which you know how their mentality is, which is fantastic for the swimmer, the young swimmers, or somebody like that. Basketball, we had the greats, the Job, the Nyers, the Bowley Knights.
Bowley.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, and most of these people from the past sport era is still around. So there's a few examples.
Germany.
Out there, huh? Oh, well, Germany. But Bowley.
He made you watch it, you usually watch.
Bowley is still involved in basketball.
Yeah.
I could consider myself to be a great. I am still involved
Basketball.
in football.
Oh.
I played the basketball. I wasn't that good. I was a passer, and I was a.
I mean, pass a good some fine guy
I
there.
was good in my hands, and I had a few. I had a nice little trophy home. I won third division.
For what the trophy says?
It
Good,
says-
good pass.
It says most assists.
Assist.
Assist.
It says, yeah. And I stopped after that. I done accomplish something. I didn't want to go any further in basketball. So so I'm saying is, we could give back to the sport.
Yeah, I'm still working on it, but I think I have done my time in cricket and then we'll move on. How come you're not active with that?
Well, as I say, he says he's never seen it. It seems like that he judged with the eyes. You know, he
I'm going to
doesn't
ball
know.
as a pace. He no pace. I'm going to ball as a quiz.
Look, I want to champion basketball to the second division now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does
Oh, okay.
Jack the Judge Manso also played in the team?
So if he wants
No,
to
no.
go for
No,
Yeah,
man,
no.
there's defense and so, most. I didn't score no points, hardly scored any points.
me too. But if we want sport to go forward, we have to put our personal grievances aside and put the sport first. That's what I think. You know, we're not going to argue, we're not going to have the same idea. And as I keep telling them, I believe I can run football, but the first thing I need to know about football is the resources of it. Because you can't run nothing properly or get no result without resources. If you understand what I'm saying. So all that we see,
What kind of resource you looking for?
the financial resources I need to know.
But all the money I get every year,
Well, I may say that, but we gain money every year. Are you seeing the money being dispersed anywhere?
I not
So
to,
then-
I not to go and I don't see
Right, so
anything.
what I'm saying is we first need to know. You're getting plenty money, you know, but what are you getting this money for? That plenty money, like, okay, so we national budget, from what I understand. Let me say they give $200,000 to sport in our national budget. Chikwata, that I hear salary.
Hold on. No, I don't
That
want
what I
the part.
hear.
No, I don't want about the part. I want with the FIFA funding.
No, so that's what I'm saying. I'm getting to that. I'm drawing a reference to get to that. So if we have a national budget of $2 million, right, and $1.5 million is salary, that means we don't have no money to really construct all these different sports to be productive.
Fair enough.
So, right. So what I'm saying is, so if FIFA giving us $2 million a year, and then when you have a look at the general secretary salary, the technical director salary, the coach's salary, I doubt they're getting current for free, so they got to pay utilities up there.
I know that, man. And again,
And that's it. I don't think we're getting anything for free. But then he had the other little minor staffs where you have to pay. And then when it comes down to teams going about, then it comes to travel.
That's where the expense is.
So right, so what I'm saying is like we have to figure out what how all this money what they gain is being dispersed and how, and then find ways to manage it properly. You know what
Well,
I'm
let me ask you a question quickly. He's like a smart guy.
saying? It's like
Now tell me something, man. Do you think they should put something in place, like, enhance the budget, like Barbara said, lottery, something, that they can raise funds?
in terms of football.
Sports and the whole.
Well, I think the key for any developing sport is sponsorship. The sponsorship and the government. The government finding a way to offset some expenses in whichever way
Yeah,
they can,
yeah.
and finding ways within the government to put money into the sport through something. So let me say, so the CIP thing, the passport by investment thing, and is who bring it in get a percentage of something. I'm not knocking it. I'm just using that as an example. If that is the way somebody could make some money by finding somebody that has a ton of money, then we need to find somebody that has a ton of money and then offset some of that money. So we get this into that, it goes to sport. But we have to make sure that it can't be inland revenue running the whole general intake of the country's income and still has to look at the offsetting part. They need a department that looks at offsetting. So if I sponsor, for example, I own a business, that I heard this thing years ago that if you give up to $100,000 in sport, you get a percentage of
We heard that.
waiver. Here,
But hold on.
Tax waivers and so
No,
forth.
I see, I gotta tell you,
2,000 years ago.
no, not so long. I tell you something. I heard that during UPP time.
I heard it before that.
And I said, that sounds great. But I never know if it was introduced, implemented.
Right.
Yes.
So that was the same thing. I think I heard it too.
Okay, so take for example, those big companies to bring things every year. Okay, if you hear the same guy, Victor Michael said he brought in a container of cheese or something, and that cost about 50,000. Some kind of funny money to create the barrel. And I was saying to you, if you can get some sponsorship for him, whoever, not just using his
somebody
name.
that has a business.
Like I heard it says on the radio. Can you imagine what the people who fall in the same bracket? If they can contribute to sports, I can waive some of that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
So the whole so that what I just believe that I heard that how to go, but what I understand now is if you give let me say I give you 100,000. So let me say they say up to 100,000, right? That's the threshold, 100,000. But I contribute 50,000 to Harper's in sponsorship. I still have to pay 50,000 to the government.
True.
I still paying 100,000 because I give the government the money. Think about it, Daddy. You save anything? You as a business, did you get anything? No, you didn't save nothing. You're giving 100,000, Harper's get 50, and the government get 50. So I'm saying is, if I give 50 to Harper's, I need you to take a percentage of my 50 that I give to the government off. So at least I still end back up with something. Or else I'm giving all my money to the government and don't go through that paperwork or signing off on this and yes, I'm saying, if I'm making sense. So it must have something to profit the person that's giving the money. And
True.
So instead of he's spending 80,000 overall, 100,000, he might give out 70,000 or 80,000.
But
I think that's business.
so what I understand when the borrower comes in, they waive some things for him like duty and so on. Whoever the person is,
Right.
they're giving the sponsorship to Harper's, whoever, they waive some of the duty.
Yeah, but you waive some of the duties.
I think-
as I say,
hold
there's
on.
a benefit for the individual.
Yeah.
What I understand is what if you have taxes for the year in your business is 100,000 and you sponsor 50, instead of pay the other 50. That's what I understand. I could be wrong. I never seen the law. I just
No, I think it waives some taxes or duty.
Okay,
There's
so
a duty.
if some gain waive and you make
Yeah,
a profit,
yeah.
then fine, I could understand. But as I say, if inland revenue has to manage this and has to manage every other intake of the country, it's a heavy burden on inland revenue. So put a unit in place that. So I know I go sponsor youth cricket $15,000. There's a paper where I full out. And the youth cricket people and they sign that we receive $15,000 from George Dublin's business, and I bring it and they get everything gets stamped off and so on and so forth, and then I come and I get my waiver for whatever else I have to get. And I go,
Yeah.
proper protocol, but the same department handling 90 million things. When they get into that,
Well, if they can implement something like that, Frank, the
But-
amount of business place in Antigua that you can, as a spin-off from.
I'd like,
You're in it to make money, innit?
Yeah,
so
but-
if you're gonna make money, and there's ways that you could keep more of your money. Thinking about, I'm in a business to make money, so need to find a way to keep more of the money I make than giving away. You know what I'm saying?
But see, you're working on something called tax returns, you know what I mean?
We know how that-
I'd like to go back to, you were saying that football get money from FIFA,
Right.
for example. We're not seeing what's happening with this money. Where is this money going?
Let
And
me-
we've been saying that for,
Okay, so let me
Okay, after 12
We-
months.
yeah, let me say not, and we're not seeing the money, Colin. Let me say, okay, so most of the things that happen, in my opinion, 90% of the affairs of the football association, the football association send a budget, I think 90% or 80% of the budget is in chapel.
I heard that.
Okay.
Heard, the,
90%
heard that here.
of it is in chapel.
Okay.
Right? So it's not that we're not seeing where the money going. It's
Uh-huh.
what we're looking for the money to do. We're not seeing, meaning youth tournaments, grassroots festivals, coaching. We see a few coaching education, but but we see the same coaching education. We see D license, C license, D license, C license. It's how much people gonna need a C license and D license. It's like you move from first farm, and then the next group come and move from first and to second, and then the next group come and meet you, and second farm nobody going to third.
nobody going to third.
And you take very long to get to third. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 4 groups of B as C's will come and meet you, and then you might get a chance to go and do a B. No, what I'm saying is like we gradually.
But don't you think that some of this development money should be spent in developing our facilities so that we can
course.
move on to things like
course.
promoting sports tourism, where we're inviting
Yes.
teams to come down
One-
and train in proper facilities?
100%.
But,
I'm with you.
but I want to talk about something. You deal in the C anyway with the license business. There's where those B and C might come into this youth program. When
Yeah.
it's zone in the parish and so on.
No.
They can be helpful.
Of course. I am not against giving the
I know
license.
what you mean.
I'm just saying is like we do multiple D's and C's before we do a B. And we very rarely do an A if we do any A.
So what it takes to do a B?
Well, you first have to pass D and BC.
Yeah, I understand that.
And then after you pass, then you have to, I guess the same way you fill out a form to get an instructor to facilitate a D and a C. It's the same way you fill out a form and say we have X, Y, Z qualified to be able to go on to B.
Okay.
And so I guess that's, we do B license here, I think we do like one or two or something like that. But
But you don't do A license here.
I don't know. We don't. I never heard that. Most A license you have to.
I think Lenny said you went to Germany or some of the
Right.
places.
I think he went Trinidad the other day.
Trinidad, okay.
Trinidad to do it. So you have to go away to do it.
Go with start
To do
and
it.
then finish off.
But the thing of it is, and this is my take, I don't, CONCACAF, you get a CONCACAF license, and you can work in the Caribbean with it. They can't go to the US with the CONCACAF license and get no sort of recognition with it.
Yeah.
You have to have a US license. The US license carry more criteria than a
More,
Spanish
more
license.
weight.
No, you don't know weight. It just has more criteria. The amount of hours you have to do.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Because there's hours on the page, hours in the classroom, and session planning stuff and all that and so on.
Oh,
So
okay.
now, if you have an English license, you trump all license. You have a English license, you trump all license.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So, and I
So
just-
wait, English language trump Spanish license.
Any
So
English trump everybody. English trump everybody.
Spanish
Europe
and-
and so you with a license or English trump everybody.
so now I get Spanish coach and this coach with
Yeah,
England.
but that is just them, but them license trump everybody. Them license trump everybody, man. Because remember, the English Premier League, according to financial gain, is
True.
the biggest league.
That
in
is
the
true.
world.
That is
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
That is
So
true.
when you had the biggest financial gain, you had the biggest everything.
So that's where India go. That's where India go on so cricket now then.
Yes, you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? So, as I say, things, Colin, yes, we want to see sport develop
Yeah,
and
man.
money should be put into development of sport and all that. But as I say, if you're running a shop and as soon as somebody buys something, you go and purchase something and come, you're gonna end up in a lager. So, if you, for example, you say, okay, I put in $50 in the till every Friday, every morning, from Monday to Friday, and you take out the difference every day and you put it somewhere. So then now you could say, at the end of the week, I make X. And then you could make a plan to how you're going to, your profit is, you could keep this and you could spend back this in the business. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So I think we have a FIFA makes a calendar, a CONCACAF makes a calendar per year. We look at the calendar and we see when the tournaments are. But we don't plan to words. That,
power plant because
yes, I'm saying,
Yeah.
and that is, I think that's just.
Okay, we're way over time.
Way over
We
time.
cut it out 12:30. It's supposed to be 11:30.
And I don't like when these guys come here and at the start I ask him what's his official name. I want to know how you get your nicknames.
for me it was quite easy. I was very slim and bony, and step that you just
Bored.
put like a piece of board.
Like a piece.
I never liked the name. That's why you stop. I never liked it. You used to cry and stuff, but after a while, you just get with me.
Okay.
It's quite easy.
Okay.
So my name is pronounced Sowa. It's not S-O-U-R, it's S-O-W-A. Sowa.
Okay.
And so
And that means.
it's basically I have an aunt, the address is soul now. She it's everything for me when as a kid is like, oh, well, why you do that, Sowa? You always just Sowa.
Sowa.
So it's like
So okay. I like that.
it just
Because I hear them for a so, and I even seen it written S-O-U-R. They have George So, double it.
Even yesterday I was somewhere and I had my name written on a jail, and a lady came to this shop where I work and she said, oh, it's Sowa, S-O. I said, like, so she mine had the S-O-U-R. So I have to either I tell you how it is, thing, or it's the same, you know. So it's,
And from an early age, the board.
so,
The
yeah.
board.
I was sour for some about 1990 or so.
Once you protest against a nickname, you know, you can
Yeah,
stick
you
it.
can stick
That's not going away. If you protest, that's stick
That's
with
it.
you. I must tell you about your old buddy, the Phoenix. He's playing Riders on the bit, you know.
Cricket?
Yeah, man. So we went to Birmingham. We went to a tour to Central Stations in 1975. I just came captain of Riders, you know. So he's playing on my senior Vivichers. You want to fill in covers. If I all Vivi clothes, you know, means put in covers and so man. So, man, driving by the covers now. Swoop only Vivi, man. Real pickup, great pickup, man. The batsman gets stuck in, two batsmen stuck in the middle of the pitch. Phoenix throwing the ball, but I can't count his hand. And the batsman went back in the crease.
How the ball sticking in your hand?
Clean pickup.
He couldn't make up his mind which end to throw. Oh.
Why you like when nervous throwing the ball? The ball will count the hand. Serious thing.
You put one shopkeeping goal and then kept it the next one and then
And then the easy ones in them.
Chicken for us, them.
But that's how the comprehensive match. It's a joke yourself, you might chicken to the man. You know what I mean? And guess what now? I brought William to train the man so 2 weeks ago. I want beat up phase, you know.
Oh, you brought in William to change
Yes, we train my goalkeeper and stuff.
William coached me at comprehensive a little bit too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're comprehensive.
I went 80, 90, 95.
I was 82, 83 until about 85.
That's way before my time.
87, 87 or
You
so.
say why is that so went to conference? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Why is he playing to me now? Other man. I was a St. Jeffers police, chief police now,
Well,
commissioner.
I thought I was the only legend, you know.
Hey, which you played there, which you were there.
No.
Which is,
I know Richie used to play there because when we was playing under 13, the first year I went there, and the second year, the first year we played under 16, the second year we had under 13. And our sponsor was Richie Sports when he had the sports.
Yeah.
Yellow pants and some t-shirts with Richie Sports on the back. So I think we
man.
went to compensate that.
yeah. You should go, Bill, man.
He used to tell me somebody come here every day. He just come with flows like an Ivar.
But both my body, man. That's my body for a long time now, you know.
Bod is a good person. I'll say that.
Is he good?
He's a good person. I'm not talking about his sporting endeavors.
Oh,
As a
okay,
person,
okay.
As an individual.
Yeah, but not the sporting.
As I'm talking about him as a person. Not talking about
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I'm going to say he's a great guy as a person, but the coaching in the football.
Well, as I say, okay, let me be frank with you. Football-wise, I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. Coach, he was a fantastic goalkeeper.
So I would lose all the match, ball scored, goal all the time.
I don't think we're losing matches because the goalkeepers isn't good. We just have a good team. Or we team not playing good enough. The next team is just better.
But when you played it, I don't think.
But he wasn't the goalkeeper coach. He was the goalkeeper coach then. The last Bush and Mulvin and then was Irvin, innit?
Irvin Lewis?
Yes, Irvin was the goalkeeper coach.
Irvin goalkeeper and taking so too?
Yeah. So when I played, I was lucky I wasn't good. I know what to do and when to do it. I would never tell anybody I was a superb footballer. I had a good understanding of the game, a good anticipation, a good eye to read danger, and I did that to the best of my ability every time I went to them. But I think there was defenders in my era that was better than me, technically, physically stronger, but
Head.
Smarts, the smarts.
I think I was smarter. You know,
And that's important.
I can tell you how I realized that I was, you know, something decent. All the players in them that played centre back in my time, that played for different clubs. Every time they play Peter Bears and we finish and we meet up, they just be telling you like what they do. They kick him, they punch him, they bite him.
All that to bite him and so do.
The things they do to throw him off. And I was like, really? All them things they. So how I just get the better of him there? He scored me, he's scoring games that me are playing. But I'm saying is like, if he has to count who dominated who more, I believe I had him more times than he had me. But then I'm saying to myself, all I do was play him, keep him playable, meaning I don't want him to face me because he can run. I don't want him to hold me because he's stronger than me. So I play to my strength. Can I get in front? Can I jump over him? Can I sham him here when he look there, go there? You know, so and if you hear this, some of the things, some of these defenders who people just argue that are better than me, just say they had to do Peter. But it's amazing. What they do Peter, what they do Tommy and so Tommy and Peter and Skepper was maybe the best strikers in that little
In that
generation.
generation, yeah.
And the things they just say they had to do these guys, punch them. I just played them straight up.
So
Really.
tell me something. If that advance up, I get drive
A
out.
lot of them dead. A lot of them are dead. A lot of them won't survive if he had VAR, man. A lot of them won't survive. But Peter I'm not saying what they do was wrong, eh? I just say I didn't do it. But you have to do them things to Peter to get better. Peter and Tommy and Skepper were some different animals. So different. You had to be, you can't sniff. You know, if you smell chicken, don't look. If you smell chicken, don't
The
look.
man gone
The
left
man
you.
gone left you. Smell chicken, don't look, man. Yeah, man, you gotta pay attention to them and right.
Okay, I'll give about this soul back here. That was the
Yes,
one
definitely.
And the boat up with them, man. You know, but the women soul.
A special kid. I have an open invitation, so I don't need you.
and before you go any further, you know, everybody needs an agent. Everybody needs a representative.
Okay.
And board is a representative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lord of mercy. So wait, board represent Generation X too?
Hey, listen, every week. No, with that Generation Next, I didn't need a representation because my portfolio came very high.
I can understand
Yeah,
that.
so.
Because well recommended.
Yeah, it came well recommended at that time. So, but anything else, business, even if my own little personal join the business, I do sometime, depending on who I have to deal with, then I talk to the board. They could persuade me to give them for lesser value than it deserves. So I send board to do my harsh negotiation.
So where's the shop?
Oh, I was working out of a little shop up in old BBC there on.
Yeah,
Factory
the
Road.
BBC,
Yeah.
Right.
Close to factory play for you, man.
I'm making a little readjustment. No, I won't say what my little readjustment is, but I just trying to, you know.
You can come and talk about it and big up on the damn business place.
Yeah, doing all right though.
Not the one body all right. We walking in, we talk
It's
what we
so
can.
much- it's so
No,
much
what we
joining.
can hold on. What we can do to help you out. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, all right. Well, I appreciate
So
that.
we'll talk about it.
All right.
Okay.
But just for the,
I'll get it on your board.
just for the, just a little brief, is Sowers joining me in carpentry, and I do kitchen cupboards.
I know that. I know
You know
that
the
kind of
whole,
stuff.
the whole setup.
I
I do
know.
a bit of in-house carpentry too, and not the neatest, but I get the job done.
Kind of the man Phoenix started with too.
Yeah, that was it. There's
Another
one
white,
man,
another white man Phoenix started with.
Okay, I didn't know. I
He
know.
saw it was our shop on High Street.
Okay.
Just eat a golden peanut.
Yeah, the guy is special guy.
So Phoenix, right? It's not Phoenix. Listen, at time,
Shit, he chatting on joke.
Phoenix came in and cupboard for bill, but the cupboard had a small curve. But this curve is like I was refurbishing the cupboard, but the tool to make the curve we didn't have. So I get the cupboard to where it's supposed to be, but then no, to do the curve, I said, well, boss, I wanna have the, you know, he said, all right, cool, come with me, blah. So he doing. Phoenix get the curve with the limited tools that we had in the shop. So I asked him, but you teach me, blah. He said, well, listen, there's no way in life I will teach you everything I know. I know everything you know, but you can't know everything
I know. You especially be a pan man to know. Play food force and I can see the balance and all. Play football. Play
Well-rounded
football.
man.
Yeah, man.
Venus is special. You know, even when I get my first national call up, and everybody at that time business space used to give problems to give people
Sure,
time off,
sure,
and especially
sure.
time off we pay. So you come and you say, well, boys, imagine me pay you for not doing no work in my shop. They go pay you for to play football too. So well, you got pay. You listen, like enjoy paying me. So you know we just keep it. And I never had a problem. I just see real people have problems getting. I never had them problems.
But I tell you though, they would not, maybe they would tell you, he was manager of a shell at Texaco in St. Kitts.
Okay.
Aircraft plane business. Yeah, he's working there for some years.
He's a smart guy though. He's a
Yeah.
really smart guy.
He lived there in Charles Briggs and partners for a long time.
He's
St. Kitts.
a Vivi lover.
I know, you gotta tell me
You
one
can't say
thing.
you know about Vivi.
Down Phoenix.
You would tell the man about Vivi Close, he named people, so you want to go in covers.
Vivi's boy.
But our body, you know, as our friend that, you know,
But it's,
almost connected.
I mean, it's amazing though the amount of people that I've met in sports of olden times that come from overs, you know. And I looking at overs as a basketball community my whole life, you know.
But the cricket,
Yeah.
football,
Football.
basketball come lately. See the basketball places, they will make people to play cricket, that's how cricket field.
Okay.
But there were some rules, you know. If the ball with the fence, you get 6 by batting done.
I know what 6 is, but don't do that. You know about overside the fence.
6 and out.
6 and out.
I played a little cricket, you know, but more like we used to play Green Bay versus Donovan, but we could never get in the bat in.
So wait, you're done if I'm a carver down there.
Yeah, I come from Donovan itself, but I Donovan on the football team, so I had to go
I
to
know.
Green Bay to play for Harvard. But yeah, no Carver Brown.
The cricket field for football is next to Carver House.
Right, that way some
I
of
know,
them. Right.
I know the connection, man.
Yeah.
Carver, my buddy.
Okay,
Bio.
yeah, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, my buddy, man. So you know the connection.
You know a lot of people. I'm saying you know a lot of people.
Ah.
Which I didn't farmer do.
So, Frank, it's time for us to go, you know.
Time for us to wrap up.
See, I can tell you why we can have that. He's come from a farm, get all you want for his nursery and environment and so. I asked you something for 5 years and he can't give me nothing. Why not good? You know what I mean?
So you will get what you want for the gentleman.
It was a sport journalist in that time,
No, Frank is a sport journalist.
Yeah, me.
I only come here now and then because Earl wanted me to come because so that was the first show. I didn't want to be here. I never wanted to be here though.
Well,
He always says, well, you have to be here, Teddy.
I watch the show every now and again, you know, so, and y'all doing a good job. I like sports shows, you know.
Sure.
I like
Can you tell us some
I
Generation
like-
X have some
I
kind
like
of show?
sports shows that are controversial too.
So tell me some. Generation X. Kind of the other, there's another one, some sort. With Joey, with Dad Course.
And Joey is soccer academy.
But tell me some kind of, and the Barber Course.
She's wings.
ACB sponsored something from football the other day. Some football out by someone at the Barber Course tell me about it. But I heard about it. Even the, as a matter of fact,
ACB sponsors Generation Next League.
okay. There's where the marketing manager of ACB will tell me so. Mr. Lava, Margito. So I said, what you didn't tell us, so come and carry the games in live.
Oh yeah, the league starting up. As a matter
Yeah,
of
we
fact,
go-
the league
and
starting
we
up
can
next
somebody
week,
not alive.
next month. Is
We
it-
might not have time for you at the time, but it had some special stuff the ACB sponsored.
Okay.
And we ACB.
Oh, I realize.
You know what I mean? So, I said, what she didn't tell us, so can, no, guy, see, let me tell you something. I believe in, like Frank, we believe in youth stuff. Anytime you get a chance to put them on the showpiece them, say a lot to me.
On the GN sports show that I do for Generation Next, but that is what we do too. We feature 2 kids from the academy everything. We have U7s, U9, 11s, 15s, and 17s, and we do 9 shows a season. And
Okay.
every show we bring 2 from each age group, and then we just recycle it. Once we finish up to 17, then we go back down and come up again.
So we had a play field.
St. Anthony's College.
I understand that. I know.
in there, on there.
I know the field, but my wife was lives in football, St. Anthony's against, I think, high school one day. At the ground there. 2 goalkeepers, atrocious. Some jokey goals.
Oh yeah, I think I see somebody doing a show.
But we did them first. We did we did football at us play. We did the women we did.
Okay.
And the guys at the time, it's unruly. Fighting and I can't deal with that. But we did it over there, man. You know what I mean? And I asked, stand the field, not the biggest field, but a nice field.
It's a nice field.
It's a nice field. I remember with Frank, why I asked you that there's a field between by Mount Pleasant.
That's North Coast.
That's
But
not
it was
cool.
not good. It's now Mount Pleasant. It was
Okay.
them Hadid and them Mandela Academy there.
Okay, I know the
Hadid
field.
Hani them. Hani them, sorry, my bad. Hani them. Hani
So
Rajasthan.
you know who the goalkeeper coach for Generation X?
Let me check. I think, of course,
I
the
don't think
coach
I-
might be is Irvin.
He's to my right.
Huh?
The coach is to my right. The goalkeeper coach of Generation X is to my right.
I see. Generations winning the game also.
Well, we not about winning. We about
I'll ask you a
development.
question.
Yeah, we win some games. We win some games. We win some
We
games.
lose more than you win.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But we don't lose because of the goalkeepers. You know, we lose because of other reasons. But I think this is, I gotta be honest. I think since the implementation of the goalkeeper course at Generation X, our goalkeepers have grown tremendously. You know?
And that's
I'm
good.
being honest. I'm being honest.
That's good.
We are goalkeepers about as tall as this table.
Yeah.
And I see this kid make some saves and do some things since he started being coached by a goalkeeper coach. And the guy's a miracle worker.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that, you know. But I can tell you something, you know. I can tell you something what I
We
said.
ain't coming out here today.
We come up now. Because I see what I said. I remember I did the coaching stuff for cricket, Island Academy.
Okay.
And Gail Christian's son was there too. Butters Lake's son was there.
Okay.
And Joe Moody Stewart's son.
Oh.
And they were like 9 and 10 and they wanted to play. And they, well, the guy's so small, man. We're playing under 15, you know. And boy, the last practice, I think it's Saturday today, we can play a match. I think it was Tuesday. They came to say, Coach, you notice anything? I said, like what? We never miss a practice, you know, so we have to be on the team. They never miss a practice, you know, want to play.
Yeah, they want to
But,
play.
but probably very small, you know, at the time. They're not much big, better guys, you know, but had to put out one now and then or two. Get no chance to play.
They had better than them at the time.
Yeah.
But did they develop during that training period?
Well, see, I only had them for 1 year.
Okay. No, but in that 1 year, did you
Yeah, they
see-
did. They fairly goodish, man.
Well, that's
They
all.
fairly good.
That's all they could ask, I
I
know.
give you a joke now. The Butter's son and the other guy I told about, Gail's son, they played 2 games before my neighbor played. My neighbor Anthony Moody Short's son.
Right.
And the wife comes and said, why did they give my son in the play? I said, boy, he's the smartest one there, no. But he played football in England and someone out, you know.
Okay,
The same
yeah.
guy.
I feel I know what you're talking.
Moody Short, most of his team is pretty good. I don't know.
I feel he came a tryout sometime, innit?
But he got school in England.
Yeah, I feel I know what you're talking.
Yeah. So, but tell you one thing about that team. Davin son was there too. He's a liar now. Davin's son. Davin Joseph's son. He's a liar. Get married in big news. Get married to some African girl, him African again, some other thing. But the thing about the team, boy, guy, the parents them always there to support the team. Always there. I remember my father gave me a joke, you know, because this one for ACT, do it. He came to last practice. They said, the guy, big tall guy, about 14, 30, tall, big guy. So I said, well, you never get to come practice. Say, hey, coach, we're practicing home. I said, we practice home. so give me a play, you know, because big, so I want somebody that's,
What you name David?
why don't we name, but he last in do it.
And I know when his son, when Adumit son goes to Generation, his name is David.
But I can tell you something, the front guy. The man played the first game, like, took the brilliant catch, 2 catches. He get 4 wickets. Now headmaster at the time, part of run and Matthew, Dr. Matthew.
Yeah.
Come on, boy, tell him I want to joke with you. I said, what a joke? I said, boy, and the family famous page, a new star is born. You know what I mean?
The support of these, it's
It's-
imperative
yeah,
that the
that
family support each
support
other.
the team and the
I
kids.
like when parents or family members in general support their family, but let the coaches and them coach.
Sure.
I'm not saying they can't have an opinion, don't get me wrong, but I'm saying a lot of and I think that is what killing sport here a lot too, even in the government schools especially. These parents think that they know more than the coach.
Yeah.
And it's
And actually interfere with the process.
I watch a PM school play once, right? I'm a friend Lexi Phoenix coach PM school. PM school girls team ain't lose a game.
the coaches here till
They ain't lose a
She
game.
good.
They come and lose one game, and all of a sudden the goalkeeper don't want to be a goalkeeper. Oh, are you a fool? She for keep. She in the losing game 5 games before that she could. No, the one game she lose now. I'm saying is that not making no sense.
I can tell you something, Frank.
And the little girl is keeping for one of them Antigua youth team now.
Yeah. But he said something, the same coach is Ian Tittle's daughter.
Who?
Ian Tittle. That's the woman coach at PM. And we stream, you were there, man, we stream a game up recreation grounds. Frame, the men team were playing something like that. I was streaming the games up there for them, school
finals, yeah.
And something with the men team out there. And some fans, teachers in the crowd next to us say, the real coach always say sitting down. That is she now. So I said, well, how she going to real coach the man only coach of the team? But they believe in her so much.
Yes.
They believe in that. I never knew, I didn't know it long after it was the
She's been around the game, she played for Antigua.
So she told me when the college and so she told me. Yeah, so she told me, you know.
She was
Because she called me a couple of times and so, you know what I mean? But I didn't know. But the supporters believe in her. Serious things. If she was there, that would happen. I said, boy, leave it alone.
I don't mind you come and watch your child, but don't come and watch your child and tell me how to do my job. If you come on the weekdays when I coaching and help me coach, you can tell me anything.
So tell me something, I can't lose one match. The thing about
Yeah,
here, poor goalkeeper.
I'm saying it's like, come on, this is the nature of the game. As I say, I want the support of the parent. Opinion is valid. Don't get me wrong. If you want to come and tell me how to coach, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm coaching. You just come and help me move some cones and put down some sessions, and then you can tell me anything you want after that.
Frank, you get support me a little bit. We get closer by saying, right? And you played a match against Trinidad many years ago in the 70s. And they must get 13-1 or something.
14.
And he said the best performer was the goalkeeper. Where's the challenger? Had it not been for the 40 something.
Really get wrong?
You're
right in that.
Yeah, I've been in games like that.
You know, this a goal chin that people say, you know, in the newspaper, you know. And they tell people who the mouth. You read the newspaper?
We went Guatemala once, and we get 7 or 9-1 or something like that. Still some money was? What is it called?
Oh, it was the goalkeeper.
And we should have get 101.
Oh, it's trying to get time for close ups. It's by the back party too much,
I'm
man.
telling you, anybody that was there would tell you that we would have, if board wasn't there that day, we'd have get 101. We weren't. It was raining. The water was high like this table. We could not move, and board kept us below double digits.
I just see them playing some games there in Guatemala, rain coming and swimming pool and so. And them
We go to Guadeloupe
craziness.
World Cup qualifiers and play swimming pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, the referee in the middle stand up, he can't run.
he can't move.
He's afraid to blow up the game because he know this is what they like. And if he blow up this game,
Well, let me ask you a question quickly. And FIFA allows that?
That's my question.
at the end of the day, it needs a report to go in to somebody, and the referee report goes to FIFA saying whatever conditions was playable. What is FIFA?
But take pictures and show FIFA.
Yeah, take one picture. You better have a picture, because Photoshop and all that.
If I give it close out, the boards and
Yes,
so,
it was a pleasure. I'd like to thank these guys for coming in. It's always a learning experience
For you.
for me,
Yeah.
at least, you know, hearing these guys, and I'd like to thank them for your contribution to sports and what you're still contributing and giving us on our youths. And wish you all the best in your future. And you said that you always have a little group going, you all get together and banter. I think that's a great thing, and I think we should see that kind of thing in other aspects, even in our music, sports, calypsonians, panmen. Just get together and rap and grind each other and cuss each other, have a laugh, have a few drinks. And, you know, all that helps in the development of the sport, I think, and of any form. And I'd like to encourage you guys to keep it up, and wishing you all the best in your future.
Thanks for having me. It was amazing being here. It was great. And I was a pleasure to share back with my good friend, George. So, thank you to him.
Yeah, well, as I said earlier, you know, it's a pleasure being here. I just thought what I was going to say is it's a pleasure sharing the mic.
I thought so too.
I was caught in the moment just now. And you know, as I said, we had this group with and all of us is national players at one point in time with each other. Or we played against each other locally, or we just know each other. Bobby don't really play football.
That is true.
Bobby's a cyclist. So, you know, and to be honest, that group helps me to not miss the game. You understand what I'm saying? Just being around these guys and that all we had with time of play, we could talk about with time, it helps me to not want to think that I'm still 20 years old. I want to go back. But you know, this is the second time on the show. It's always been a pleasure. I've heard so much about you from so much footballers that I know. You know, and I was going to say it was never nothing good, but discipline is so this. You know, as a sportsman, and man is a disciplinarian. They always had this man at not saying he's a bad person, but you know the disciplinarians get caught. But you know, it's always been that Taddy's one and go push you. He got this, you know, so on and so forth. And I like knowing these kind of people. You know what I'm saying? So I know a few proper people: Hugo, Taddy, Pat White, Emma. And if you're in the same bracket with Pat White in the Sorbo, you're in a good bracket. So as a pleasure, always open to being here once the time is available for me to be. And you know, just wish you all the best in 2026 with the show. And you know, hope you all continue to grow and pass on the word of sport around Antigua and Barbuda.
But in closing, like I was saying, Frank, I mentioned it. See, our Horizon connection, we have a Horizon connection, and Antigua team connection, especially those guys who don't live here. When they come back to Antigua, I always have a get together. Call up the guys, let's meet, chat shit and grind like the old time days. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a good thing you all have going there. 'Cause we have it. You know, when somebody visiting, you have a call with the guys, he will see that, you know, we come together. Just reminisce. I was telling them last year to get together, and I tell them, like, guys, can you imagine 1975 when I made me captain? I started getting with all the old guys who were 32 and 34 and 35. And now I was 70 plus. and I was called man 30s old. You know, so it was fun for us. You know what I mean? You look what it is. But 30s, that kind of time, you're doing well for sports, you're old. But in life, you're young. You know what I mean? So it's good to have a partner, you know, good buddy. You know what I mean? You always tease one another. You know, so I'm looking forward to seeing him again sometime. But I must come and watch Generation X, see how the goalkeeper performing. I don't want no word about for you know.
Why? I'm an honest person. Anybody that listen to me talk,
Hey, look, you're so honest, but I want to see for myself.
you're so honest.
Yeah,
And you can sound honest and be dishonest.
exactly. You can be dishonest and what do you mean?
I don't know how to say that.
Let me tell you something.
You're right.
There's another famous saying, vice versa, tell a lie after come true. Just repeat it all the time, you come
That
true.
was vice versa.
Yeah.
I believe that one right there. Yes.
Okay, so if you keep saying it all over and over, it's come true. So the point remains, I have to see both people.
Right. I believe you should though. I believe you should.
So when
I think you need,
when Jen is and explain
you know what I'm
next.
saying? I think the best set of people to go and look for football is when you are the national team, because we a generation next we kind of in and out. Sometimes he come and no goalkeeper show up to change in that day or one shop.
So tell me something, when you show I pay him,
Well, he show up so he gotta get paid.
for doing no work?
No, but we pay him to come. You come, and if you come and they work, they work. If you come and they work, they work. I can't know about that.
So let me ask you a question quickly. So how come Jen X has a kind of disciplinary problem? That
No, it's not a
showing up?
disciplinary problem. I'm saying is in sport now and in the society, most of our goalkeepers are from families who educational strong.
Sure.
So you know when they will prioritize the
School, yeah, school,
That
right.
little generation next money they're paying is we can lose that. You know, that's 2 days this day. It's alright. So that's what it is. It's not so much that it's discipline problems and with generation exchange, a parent has to bring a child. So sometimes the parent doesn't, something come up based on the job. A good bit of the parents are people that run their own businesses, So when you run your own business is like tick for that, business.
But I like the last part, I can finish right now, Frank. That's how the education stuff. Guys, prioritize that to my school cricket guys do. I have to take them home, make sure they go do all school work. Make sure you do your school work, okay? Nobody guarantee you'll be an IPL cricketer and a test cricketer. So that's something to fall back on. You know what I mean? So I like that.
But yeah, when I was in Montshot, right, the last year I was in Montshot and the exam came with CXE, I had 30 footballers. Non-footballer come out with less than 7 subjects. We shut down the football program coming up to the CXC thing. It was coming around COVID too, and the headmistress and me had a direct line. So don't go to school and mess about and come on. Cause I didn't finish in school, unfortunately, and I'm not encouraging nobody to go
True,
that road.
true.
You understand? The priority is finish. Whether you finish with nothing, finish because you still have that certificate to say finish, and then you could always go back and catch up.
And catch
to
up,
whatever
yeah.
you didn't take enough
Yeah,
attention
yeah,
to.
yeah,
Then
true.
if you drop out, you had nothing to go back to.
Mhm.
It's a total start over.
Mhm.
So I just prioritize, and you can't. If you go to school and misbehave, don't come football and think you can get away. If you're bad at school, you're bad at football. It's the same discipline.
Yeah.
You know, and I imagine Satan correcting sin here, but
All right, good. Good to have you all, guys. And next week we and Frankie.
Yes.
Maybe not Frankie. Frankie might not be here next week. Think
Yes.
say maybe come back next week. But if Frankie have a show, we put early notice now. Plan to show the Ovals connection
oh, but that. I definitely need to know when that show coming out because I need.
next week.
Oh, all right, I'm looking out because I like to listen.
I
to
think
Hugo.
Hugo not the Ovals, man.
Isn't it over there?
But Vivi might be here.
Oh, 'cause Hugo's. I want to see.
He liable, I think, Ovals in Evie Street by your aunt.
Okay, Hugo's. He started an academy for Dunsmith.
Boy,
So I
boy,
want to see it come on stream.
he says on the show too.
I want to see it. I want to know if it's on stream yet.
He says on the show too. He says on the show all the time. The guy did something else.
All right.
Have a body, you know?
Came on the show with me, Generation X, I said it too.
Yeah, oh, okay, what a boy.
That's okay.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
HCB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.
Jingle your keys and get in gear with a car loan from ACB. Drive away with a loan that fits you. Get up to 100% financing and 10 years to repay on a new or used car. Plus, get a pre-approved credit card. So rev up and get in gear with the Simply Smarter car loan. Call or visit us or go to acbonline.com for more.
HCB Caribbean, simply smarter banking.